right, so welcome back everyone to session 22 of our Heart of Mora campaign for a special Christmas celebration. Blah, blah, blah. So hey, hello everyone. So, before we get started, we'll do a quick little recap of last session. So, after you guys had cleansed the crypt of the worshippers of Burr and risen up to the surface, before heading forth, you decided to head back into First Fire Port for some minor supplies and to say hello to Atanda, of which half of you decided to go in, the other half of you decided to stay outside of town with the cart. Relatively incident-free in town. Unfortunately, whilst waiting for Timdell, Barrett, and Davina to return, Lucian, Kushagra, and Usk, you were, you caught Cruel trying to steal from you, and violence ensued, of which Cruel was struck down, and then beheaded by Usk.
And proud.
Upon returning, Timdell, Davina, I think it was Timdell and Kushagra. Anyway, you guys were you did throw Cruel's body into the woods and hide it. It was Barrett, okay. And then you made on your way, heading towards the bridge, the King's Bridge, en route to Swamp Town. Faking Usk as basically a part of the cart cattle, you guys were able to get past the bridge with paying the minor fee, and they seemed none the wiser of yourselves. Faking in some clever disguises. Upon crossing and traveling along the road, on one side a low swamp, on the other side a very thick, high, dense forest. Along the road you met a lady, somewhat crazed, named Ursula, who was selling you wooden trinkets, barring you safe passage through to Swamp Town. Timdell and Davina paid her a copper apiece for each, and the rest of you decided that it was against your better interests, and she let you on your merry way. After nearly an hour of traveling on your way down the road north to Swamp Town, you came across a set of trolls. Trying to barter with them, they agreed that two of you were friends, and the others were not, and a battle began, as you defended your carriage and yourselves. During this, two large creatures seemed to mystify in out of the swamp itself and swallow Davina. And then shortly after that, Timdell decided she wanted to also be swallowed. And dove into its mouth willingly, not wanting Davina to be left alone to whatever end. After the last few strokes were met to the remaining trolls, and Barrett let loose a lash from the Whisper's Edge for the first time.
Yeah, that was cool.
As the body of the heaviest troll thuds down onto the ground, and the four of you look around, and you do not see Timdell, and you do not see Davina. And the smoldering carcass of the one that had been destroyed by this necrotic energy from the sword, smoldering and bubbling with this green smoke. See Arga just kind of almost unfazed by the entire situation. So, what would you guys like to do?
Yeah, that's probably
Well,
my
that's
arm.
what took us a little.
That's my arm.
I'm gonna first thing.
Oh, it's about like 6:30, so it is getting somewhat dark.
I just had
For time purposes, yeah.
evening first tea day.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What was your guys' plan?
What do you mean?
She yelled out something about a plan.
Should we borrow?
Well, yeah,
The plan was not to leave.
She did not.
The plan was not to leave Davina, and I was to
Well,
maintain a telepathic link with her, and which was broken already.
that's not a good plan.
They're gone. Yes, it was.
If I was here right now. Does it break if I go unconscious? Unconscious?
That's a good question,
I
but
think that's what broke it.
yeah. Either way, you wouldn't be responding, so it would be hard to tell, I suppose.
How
I don't
true.
care.
I wonder if you would know, though.
Exactly. Time to think things
Would
through.
I be able to
Sounds like
follow, like,
Lucian
if there was
plan.
still, like,
Speaking of not having time,
I'm gonna...
that guy is melting,
Look.
and we want his
Not
heart.
sure.
Who's- Can you butcher?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
There's two. We wish to dissect and destroy.
Which one do you want to start with? The non-necrotic-y one or the necrotic?
I'll take my chances with non-necrotic.
Okay, roll me a
I'm gonna give you
survival
a
check.
little inspiration on that.
What do you need?
Survival?
Gentleman is melting currently, and I'll try my hand.
Doesn't say anything about losing it if you come unconscious,
I remember you saying that last time.
that I can see at least. So,
But
like,
it wasn't-
again, you wouldn't be able to respond because you're unconscious,
Right.
but if you regain consciousness
Can I be
in the
like,
same amount of
hello?
time,
Exactly. That's what I mean.
how long do you remember how long it was?
Going forever.
Like, it was an
Oh, I
hour.
hope you do it every day.
Yeah, I feel like
It hasn't been an hour yet. It's
Exactly.
only been moments, really.
Exactly.
Forever.
I heard it.
Yeah, I feel fucking went.
That dice is in the shag carpet. It's gone.
See it in the shade? Hey.
Yeah, I went for a long journey.
What do you need from me?
Survival check.
I'll do the other
And harvesting the troll, yes?
Harvesting.
Let's harvest.
There we go.
So, thank you. I shall do.
That's what they do when they harvest a heart. Or
Okay.
I'll do the second one.
And you're gonna go for the necrotic one? Alright.
Yes.
Survival check for that. So,
20, dirty 20.
alright. So Usk starts driving into this creature, not knowing exactly, possibly not even seeing a troll before, not knowing where to start or where to go, goes straight into the center of it and starts cracking ribs and pulling, searching for the all-elusive heart. You find a number of strange organs that are unfamiliar to you. Huge stomach, another huge stomach, something that looks like a big liver, another one. You're just kind of tossing organs. There's plenty of delicious organs worth going for.
Exactly.
As you penetrate down, you find within your fist a big heart of this creature, amongst all of the other random organs and things like that. Lucian, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So you start going into this creature. Now, this one looks a little bit different, as most of the top half of it is gone, and all but its legs and bottom half, and then like its ribs and its innards. It's almost like burning with acid to some degree, but with necrotic power and negative energy, kind of sizzling, and you're like, oh god, it's not much to even like open up to look through. But as you look in, does not seem to be a heart remaining, as it was consumed by the necrotic energy.
This one's a gunner.
Should have saved Davina.
But you did manage to get one. The 10. The Bardic Inspiration was
Bardic
key there, yeah. Like, oh, you almost smooshed it.
Yeah,
All right, so I had a chance part.
Me too, I was like,
I think if Timdell is to regain consciousness, I will be able to reestablish my telepathic link with her, as long as it is within the amount of time. It's
And a
not-
mile.
It's not exact, but we should. I vote that we should start tracking these creatures, these
should we do with
toad
Arga?
creatures. That's a good question. Okay, maybe this is a good time to split it up.
Done.
Your blues? Yeah, already.
Okay,
Wow.
2 and 4 is better
What
than
we
5.
recommend?
That's mine.
Should one of us?
I should
Can
be.
you go to Swamp Town?
I will have to be one of the ones to track,
Yes.
obviously, for obvious reasons.
Well, if one of them went that way with Davina and one of them went that way with Tim,
Oh, did they? I thought they went the same direction.
they misty stepped into the swamp. You're not
Yeah.
sure even which direction.
You just know that, like, I got abducted here.
and Davina got
I got
stuck
it here.
there.
Like it was clear enough because they ran out and then misty stepped and then gobbled, and one came from either side, but you don't know which way they bamfed out.
Right.
Is the mystery.
Chopper didn't put it.
This is so difficult.
Am-
What if we get to Swamp Town and they know exactly where they've been taken?
That's what I think so as well. Be a good idea.
Or we go back and gut that witch on the way back in.
If she was responsible, she'll be long gone by now. I think we're best odds are to continue on to Swamp Town.
Better off just writing them off. Continuing.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
I think we will.
Keep our expectations low, but I think carry on to Swamp Town. I think that's our best look for clues and find our answers there.
Whatever we do, we should move quickly.
I agree.
All right.
The
so you
swamp
guys-
won't contain much in the way of evidence.
Perhaps they've heard more about people who have gone missing from these creatures.
No way to track them.
Targa.
Let's do a quick look.
Just want to try to find some tracks.
Do a quick look, see if we can find any evidence of a path.
Roll me perception check.
Banting,
That'll be
teleporting in and out.
You're helping me out. Yeah.
Possible track.
Kushagra and Usk begin to kind of scan the area for some tracks.
Nat 20 plus 6. 26 plus 4 is
I'm actually lying right there.
Oh, this is her right here.
That was pretty good.
Submerged in the mud.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Actually, with the green guy, so we were both looking.
So you and Usk begin to kind of retrace where they first got abducted. You kind of like, okay, this is where they were. You take like a 30-foot radius from where they were to where this creature could potentially teleport and then begin to book it again. To the northeast direction of the current path you're on. You're currently heading north right now to the northeast direction. You search and you find where this creature landed from its initial out. You can see heavy footprints where it and then tracks that lead off in that eastern direction before you follow it for another 60 feet or so before they disappear again.
Misty steps to this thing. I mean, damn, these teleporting frogs are a pain.
You do find one set though for sure.
What do you think, Usk? Should we continue on searching?
You guys are like 60 feet off the path right now, yeah.
Don't like our odds.
We could be so close.
Hope so.
Well, I'm not going to survive out in this swamp alone.
Still, bugs everywhere. You guys have already tested for it. It's fine. Yeah.
All right, let's head back to the others.
You're like shin to knee deep right now in swamp.
Slow trudge.
Usk is at his ankles.
All right.
He's actually quite comfortable.
We'll get back to the road.
Okay.
We found some tracks, but they disappeared again. It looks like they do that little bamf trick every now and more frequently than I thought. Let's hurry up and get to Swamp Town.
I agree.
Okay.
Barrett, are you on board?
I mean, I'm not gonna go there by myself.
All right, that's good. Let's get going.
Don't
Who's,
mind.
who's driving Arga?
I'll drive off.
It is a tiny bit tricky through here with Arga, so I'll just need some animal handling from you, as it is a bit boggy of a road.
12.
Okay, it should be not too shabby. So you guys kick off. Arga begins moderate pace. He's not generally in a hurry to get too far, and he's unfazed by most things, so he's
Including
he's got one speed, But you go around some large puddles and lower drops in the road, and wheels get stuck a couple times where you have to kind of all right, somebody has to push a little bit.
Get out of the car.
But over the course of about 40 minutes, you guys travel on, and
Actually, the telenet connection's gone. 20 minutes.
eventually you see the path leading up towards this large plateau. A path leading up about 30 feet up to this kind of upper area that sits above most of the swamp. trees, it seems, like the lower ones. You see a small cluster of homes. At the highest point in the center, you see another larger home that's kind of overlooking the rest of this small village. Several homes, as you look on, have pens, pigs and chickens and coops and things like that. And so you can see like the edges of small vegetable gardens around the edge of some of them. As you guys kind of get near to this, you're continuing forward.
Do we notice any other humanoids or?
Roll me perception check. It's probably around 7:30 or so, so it's pretty dark. Actually, I guess considering that, do a disadvantage, yeah. Sorry, guys.
Okay, can I be
19.
Can I be looking as well?
Yeah, I'll just disadvantage though, of course. 19.
19 with my distance.
Much less than that.
19, it'll be it. Okay. So as you guys are, maybe slow up a little bit to kind of get a look, you wait for about 5 or so minutes before you see a little torchlight kind of come out of a home. Individual seems to walk from one home over to another and like kind of knock on the door. You see them like open up the door. A small exchange seems to happen before the door closes and kind of goes off into the center of the town with the torch. Seems like there's some activity.
Yeah. Do we all see this or just Lucian?
Just Lucian gets a good glimpse. The individual's short, like stocky, dwarf-sized, gnome-sized, somewhere in that stature. Probably more on the dwarf side with the huskier size of him.
There do seems to be civilized people here who reside in this small town. So
Get their attention. We need help.
let's get their attention. Hello! Please help us!
There we go.
So this guy's like turning back a little bit, probably about 150 feet away from you guys. About.
We're running
You see the torch kind of like come around and see the very like lighting up the very top of his head. It's like big gray beard and kind of. Oh, who goes there?
We are travelers. But we lost some friends due to some horrific frog-like creatures.
You bear the mark?
Nope. We do not bear the mark.
Then piss off.
What's the mark? What is the mark?
What's the mark?
Ah, fuck. I said piss off. Don't want any trouble.
Please, we're just looking for our friends. They got eaten.
Roll me persuasion check.
Please, my lord.
Leave them alone.
When he showed up and he's like, he's a dwarf size and he has a gray beard. I was like,
Yeah, in the west.
fuck off.
For persuasion? Oh, right. Yeah, because you're deep. It hasn't come up very much.
Robo Santa?
So there was one online that had all that it was like,
Oh, yeah.
but I couldn't find it. I tried to find
Can I lucky these?
You can lucky, yeah. And effectively turns into like advantage, right? Because you still, with lucky, you pick the dice when you
Oh.
roll.
Amazing.
I looked into it a lot.
Yeah.
I looked into it a lot and was like, yeah, that's how that works. That's the second nat 20 lucky.
Anyway.
Plus 6 if need be from
The nat 20 will be fine.
Calm down.
So 21.
As he's kind of like,
Please, just point us in the right direction.
I can tell you're new. Come on up. You'll be safe up once you get on the plateau. Come on.
Scramble up on the plateaus there.
So you guys drive the cart up. Again, it takes you a few minutes because you're a little bit far away. As he's just standing there waiting with the torch and kind of burning down.
Panting.
Please. Please. Our friends, they I'm sure they're unconscious and won't last long.
What would attack you?
Those big frog things, they swallowed them up and bamfed off into the
Disappeared.
forest or the swamp.
Did they have a mark?
Yeah,
I did.
Is this the little trinket sold by Ursula?
Opens his collar up and you see a necklace where he has like
Yes, that's what they bought from the lady.
No, you're lucky to be alive if you don't have them. Don't worry, you'll be safe up on the plateau. Welcome to Swamp Town.
So is that good news that they've been taken away by such creatures?
Are they going to be protected? Since they bear these marks.
It remains to be seen. All depends on her.
Do you know Ursula?
Everybody knows Ursula in here.
Cryptic.
Is that a bad knowledge of Ursula?
She keeps us safe. We all have our bargains. We all pay our price for the safety.
Do you know
I
where
certainly
Ursula-
couldn't
Do you
handle
live in town? She live nearby.
No, she does visit. If you're looking for her, dangerous trekking.
Is there any way to obtain these marks without Ursula? Any other sellers in town?
The only person that might would be Revis. He's kind of the mayor, founded this town. He lives up on the tall.
How kindly
Hill.
would he take to travelers knocking on his door at this hour? What time is it? It's like 7
It's only
p.m.
like 7, probably.
He's probably on his porch. He looks up. Maybe not. If you're looking for Ursula, though, sometimes you can find her in the ruined tower east of here. It's about 2 or 3 hours trek. I wouldn't go out there at night if I were you, but I would have died on my way here if I didn't have a mark, and I see you all quite scratched up but are alive. Bit of a mixed bunch, aren't you?
Our friends might be dying at this very moment, so...
That's
we
not
will-
likely. If they were taken by the frog monsters, they're probably not dead yet.
Yet.
Where we can at least
It all depends on how they go.
Aga and our cart while we go in to the woods and rescue our friends.
Who's Arga?
Oh, yes, it's Aga. Our beloved horse.
You want someone to look after your horse?
Potentially, if they could resist the urge to eat them.
You planning on going out into the swamp tonight?
Not tonight, but come tomorrow. First light.
That makes more sense. Well, I know there's one place you could stay if you wanted to. There's an abandoned home on east side of town. Furthest. No one's lived there for a few years. You can stay there if you like.
We just gotta. Everybody buy a piece of wood.
He's like-
look at this.
It's like it's built for dwarfs, but
Also, I've played Oblivion. This is definitely haunted.
Well, I'm just true.
Kind local, what is your name? Who do we have to thank for this information and
Who should we
hospitality?
commend for this information? Useful.
my name is. What is my name?
Shall I be commended for this?
Use that name.
Great beard.
No, he
Don't
doesn't
know
know,
your
he doesn't
name?
know his name.
Sorry.
Well,
Can we give you a name if you do not remember?
I don't think that's...
Name? Didn't I just give it to you?
No, you kind of spaced out for a second.
No, I'm sure I gave it to you. My name's,
Thank you, sir. You've been most helpful tonight. I wish you a good evening, and we will see you again in the morning.
Indeed.
pleasant meeting you, Tabaxi.
Call them up.
Good to see you. Nice to see them getting out to the Shadow Woods sometimes.
What was that?
Go on.
Those little crumbs.
All right.
He
As
kind
we-
of just pulls
yeah.
the torch away and goes
Yeah,
back
as
to his
we
home.
continue pull away, I'm gonna be like, I think there's something going on here. I mean, more than just the witch Ursula selling trinkets and the frog people swallowing travelers. You should be very careful heading forward.
Potentially because Ursula all along she keeps them safe, but maybe she's harvesting them. That's not good.
Regardless, he seemed to be honest in what he was saying.
He did. I agree.
What do you think? Should we try to bunk down in this abandoned building?
I mean, we're not gonna make any headway in the swamp.
Not at night.
Better than out here. First light in the morning, we go to the ruined tower in the east.
Yes.
Is that the plan?
Yes.
All right, let's head over to this abandoned house on the east of town.
Okay.
Couldn't
Suppose,
possibly be.
I can probably give you guys a little map. So this is Swamp Town.
Oh, beautiful. Gorgeous.
Where's their
Oh
headquarters?
yeah.
Oh, we
Um,
should stop by the mayor's.
So as you guys
Well,
pop
the
in,
says after we drop off.
as you guys kind of enter the center, begin making your way around towards the center where you see this stone well with kind of the little roof over top of it. You see a shockingly bald woman, like completely hairless, in this like low cut kind of blue dress off the shoulder with like thick leather boots, just scooping a bucket of water, and she kind of like looks at you guys and scurries away
The
quickly.
lady.
Scurries away.
This town is weird.
Do not like the feelings at all.
Let's keep going. Let's try and talk to this mayor.
Going to the mayor's house.
So,
Well, maybe it's down on the porch. I
Okay.
guess.
Are you leaving the cart or are you taking the cart up? It's only probably maybe a 20-foot, like, up, slightly higher elevation.
Somebody want to stay with Arga?
I will stay with her.
Somebody want to come with me to talk to the mayor?
You want me to stick with you or want me to go with them?
Probably go with the talking group. I'll stay with her.
There, you have a way over here. Let's go.
Let's go.
Put my foot in my mouth.
Let's go see what.
You,
what's going on.
you and Barrett, and then Lucian and Usk, you guys are staying with the cart.
Ass.
Yes.
So Barrett, Kushagra, you guys, you guys head up.
Same,
Uh,
but not
Willingly.
not willingly.
So as you guys ascend this path, you see a large two-story, kind of slanted roof, like very harshly slanted roof, wooden house. It's quite a bit larger than a lot of the other dwellings, but there's nothing more fanciful about its construction. It looks plain as just the others. There's no paint or anything like that. Although thick and sturdy, you see this covered kind of porch sitting on the front of it. A little bench, and there sitting, you see a... Wow, that is really out of order. This male dwarf, another long gray beard that's kind of wavy, seems to be sitting there smoking a little pipe as he goes to kind of like flick a little flint. And you see the light kind of illuminate up where he's holding it between two fingers, and you can see he's missing his left thumb. As it like kind of illuminates around his cheeks, you see this very weathered, like heavily sagging face with kind of years of worry upon it. Kind of a little bit of puff of smoke kind of blooms out as you guys approach, and kind of like nods.
How's it going?
Good evening, mayor.
Mayor, call me Revis.
You at least know your name?
I can tell that you're new.
Who is the? We met another dwarf, another gray-bearded dwarf on the edge of town. He seemed to not recall his name. Do you know this man? Very helpful.
I don't know him by name. Nobody knows him by name.
Does he just not know his name?
Doesn't talk to many. Does like to go over to the Count's house at night.
The Count?
He thinks he's royalty. Anyway,
This town keeps getting weirder and weirder.
we all have our quirks.
Please, Revis. We were told by the name Graybeard No Name, I think I would call him. He seemed to think that you might have a mark to bestow upon those seeking one. We
He
wish to
didn't-
go into the swamp in the morning. We have friends who are lost.
You didn't buy any then on your way in,
No, she was fucking crazy.
so she was there.
Yes, we met Ursula on the way in, and two of us bought a mark, and two of us did not, or the rest of us did not.
Because she was fucking crazy.
Well, she gave off weird energy.
I may have one or two spare floating around that aren't bound to anything yet.
Do you know much about these marks?
I know a few things. I
When you say bound, what do you mean by this?
If I'm to give you some of these, know that they come with some consequence. Your friends, do they wish to have them as well?
They're the two that had them.
Where are they?
They've been swallowed
By frogs.
taken.
What the hell is going on around here?
When did they receive the mark?
Yet today. Hours ago.
Hours before we were attacked.
That's fast. They must be special.
I was gonna say, couldn't stay away. Okay.
I can give you probably a few. I'll see what I've got inside.
That's all.
Would you recommend bearing this mark?
If you want safe passage through the swamp, the mark will keep you safe. But
Has consequences, yes.
Ursula will be able to track you, and she'll come after you.
What kind of payment does Ursula take?
All depends on what you've got to offer.
Foot in her ass. More like
It
it.
seemed to me
I wouldn't venture into that. That's for certain.
I have noticed some things missing from people, some locals on our way through town,
Some consequences are...
more visible than others.
Many have many deals as well. I myself, I was the first to form here. This is my town.
How long have you been here, Reeds?
Over 100 years now.
I'm assuming it wasn't always like this.
Oh, it was. I came here many years ago. Like I said, I'd come to the Heart from Durgar, where I was raised. Durgar, we all do our military service. As soon as I got out, I never really had a use for any of that, so I thought it better to put it use in some kind of army. So I joined the nation, hopped into them. Soon after that, I was shipped here. Didn't even throw me into the ranks, threw me into the mines. Didn't much care for that. A few years of that, I met a girl one night. Anyway, me and a few others got together and said we'd fuck off. We'll head into the swamp, see what we can find. Made it to this here plateau one day. Thought it was a good spot to set up. A few weeks, set up a bit of a camp, clear a few trees, start building. One night, we were attacked by the creatures of the swamp, as you'd expect. Barely fought them off that night. 2 of my companions killed. Me and my best mate, Goronto, are the only ones left alive. We were approached in the morning by the same lady, beautiful dwarf woman. She offered us aid, gave us each a wooden token. Same one I wear now. Said it would help watch over us, keep us safe from the creatures of the swamp. We accepted the aid, of course. Needed as much help as we could get. We took our rest for the remainder of the day. I slept well, deep. I awoke in not where I laid. Strange place. Dark. Ripe with stench, I remember. Gronto was there too. Moments later, we were confronted by horrific old withered hag. Called herself Ursula. I remember us feeling near to death at the time. Lungs were collapsed. Feel every breath nearly took the life out of me. I made a deal with her there. Began to build my home. left me friend there with her as payment.
That was his name. He gave up his friend. Caleb.
Tim screwed.
Told me she would make him strong. Told me she wouldn't kill him. Just wanted to make him strong, make him powerful. I feel good.
I'm done.
Yeah, that sounds good to him. Never saw him again.
Davina's fond. Anyone else?
I stayed and I started building. Soon after that, more started coming. Trickling in. I figure since I started it, I'm somewhat responsible, so some people call me the mayor around here, I guess. Everyone take care of themselves, though. If any big problems come up, we have meetings about it, but it's not uncommon for someone to kill another in this town.
So is that you employ the trolls that were in front of us?
Oh no. Those are her trolls. As far as I know. Anything big like that, this swamp here, that's ours.
What's I guess?
Be careful. Some deals are unbreakable. No going back.
Wouldn't be the first one I made.
Those who've tried have watched die. Then and there. If I'm gonna give you these marks, and you meet her, and you live after, keep them safe. To shatter the mark, or you shatter yourself.
Right,
Let that be known.
Tell me, the abandoned house on the edge of town,
Aye.
was that an individual who broke their bond with Ursula?
Not quite. He had a bit of a squabble. One of the other individuals lives in town here. Didn't come out on the other side of it. Like I said, sometimes it's kill or be killed. Some deals put others at fault, it seems. Everybody have watch their own back. I do my best to keep some order, but I just like my peace. Try to live my life. At least I'm free of the nation.
I hear that. I am no friend of the nation, and we will do our best to make sure that there is no trouble on our account while we are here. If it is okay with you, we would like to spend the night in this home.
It's all yours. It's probably a bit dirty inside. No one's lived in there for years.
Is there anything that I can give you in exchange for these marks?
If you want them, I'll give them to you for nothing. See what I've got. He gets up, kind of. He's old and labored. Goes inside.
I don't like this at all.
I don't like it either, but Ursula really is a hag. I've heard legends about the power that they wield.
So we're gonna have to use these marks to get through the swamp to get Timdell and Davina. But if we don't,
I don't intend to bond with one of these marks readily, but it would be nice to have the option.
So, a few minutes pass by, and she sees the door kind of swing open. You're in luck. Got 4. They're yours. If you want them. They'll keep you safe from the creatures, not from her.
if we keep our horse in town, will it be safe around?
Maybe.
Because those trolls instantly attacked our horse. Because it did nothing.
If he's up on the plateau, he's safe.
Oops, that's right.
That's my bargain with her. This is a safe place.
Okay.
From the creatures.
No.
All right. I'll take out like a set of like bags. Just don't want to touch it. I feel like it doesn't even matter once like it's on him.
I'll take them.
But this guy's eager to bond with whatever the fuck.
Kind of sits back down. See him like pull a little pouch out and pack a little bit more into his long pipe and kind of like
How does it feel there?
a little bit of fire again.
Pieces of wood.
Right. Hang on to those. Maybe we'll put them with Arga. At least.
But we're all gonna have to wear them if we go through the swamp.
Either that or we'll have to fight some more trolls.
Should be safe.
Like,
Revis, thank you for your hospitality.
that'd be mine.
If there's anything that we can do for you, let us know.
Just mind your own business around here. Try not to bother anyone. That'd be my advice.
Let's be on our way.
Yeah.
Can we do like a semi-party aside for a sec? And can we all, or I don't want to like meta game or anything, but I just want to make sure that essentially you bond with these marks, and doing so, you give up something.
No, I think it's once you have the mark, then
Something is
she can track you, and then once she finds you,
She'll
she
take
makes a deal.
Right.
And the deal.
The deal.
We're taking you to make a deal.
Yeah.
Right.
So once the deal is made, the mark is the thing that bonds you.
Bond,
to that.
yeah, it's she, because we haven't actually bonded to it yet. And she'll
Right.
ask us. She'll give us a
Right.
proposition. I just don't know if it's like, I want this, or if it's, what do you want to give me? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's probably like depending on how big the thing is that
And
you
the
want.
situation.
Well,
How much like that she'll ask.
yeah,
for
like
something.
hair is nothing, honestly.
She might be very vain, right? She could have been very vain. She could have been.
But the dwarf that appeared to them in the beginning, the female dwarf, was that just Ursula in another form? That gave them marks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why would she appear to us herself?
But she wasn't. She was just a woman.
She was a
very
human.
pretty one.
Yeah.
Pretty woman walking down the street.
I thought she spoke.
I don't have much to trade with you, Rebus, but I feel like you've given us quite a bit in the way of information.
Oh,
I'd like to leave you with something.
You got any strong ales?
Unfortunately, I don't. If I had some of my favorite liquor, I would trade you that. But I do have this fruit, the mandango, that
Too sweet for me. Thank you, though.
no, I tried it.
I'm too bitter.
Too bitter.
So, as you're like having this moment with him in this conversation, Kushagra, feel this kind of weird, almost ringing in your ear for a moment. This voice begins to come through.
Hello.
Not quite.
Using Tim as a walkie-talkie.
Hi, brother. It's Bree. Guess who I'm with? Oh, shut up, you guys. Casper says, "Fuck you, Kushagra."
What are you?
Seriously, you guys, shut the fuck up! And then it cuts out for a moment.
It says sending? I don't know.
25 words?
Don't. We might be in more trouble than
Okay.
just a hag.
It comes through again. Okay, shut up. I'm sending another one. I'm sending another one.
There.
Guess where Father's sending us? How is the heart? I'm so jealous. We'll see you.
I'm gonna reply as if it were sending and just be like, "Don't come here. I don't want you here. Stay back on the mainland."
What are you talking?
I received a
it?
message.
Bitch, I eat it.
Bolt down.
Like a.
I got a yeah, like the sending stones.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Something like that.
The same thing I
It's
did
like the
with
scroll.
the red woman.
100%.
Scroll.
Oh, it's
Just
just
that. Oh, never
I gotta look something up real
Bring up-
quick first.
Who's messaging you?
My family.
Yes.
We all have family that we've left behind.
I take it this is not a good.
One more.
It's just I thought that the heart would be one place I'd be safe.
For a second, you hear it come through again. I've got one more. I've got one more. He said something back. Oh my god. Kushagra. Sorry, we're all really drunk right now. We just haven't seen each other. Lex, fuck. And it's over.
Today's drunk voicemail. It's just gonna
Tell Father, don't want anything to do with you. I'll be back. Maybe.
That sounds like me and my family.
She's out of spells.
Yes. Just let's go. I don't have time for this.
Bad to worse. Okay, let's get back to Tweedledum and Tweedleloose.
I love
Howling.
That's really funny.
It's right.
so
You wouldn't be calling this guy the dungeon.
All right, we're back down.
Ears start ringing like they're talking about.
So you guys head down to the
What are
cart.
you guys talking about?
I was reading my book.
Oh.
Every
I
week.
got priorities.
How much time do you have left on it to read?
I'm up to 15 hours already.
How many do you
I
need?
think that Lucian's just.
How many do you need to complete in 48?
48.
In 48? No.
48 in 6 days.
That's it. Okay.
I think Lucian's probably over.
Keep it on track.
Like, what you read? What you got there?
I know some of these words.
Gonna do that.
This word.
What's this word?
I don't know how to read.
Usk, that's your name.
Oh. It looks weird.
You in this book.
It looks weird and not Draconic. Yeah.
When fighting a ferocious beast, labeled Usk.
Is that how it's spelled in common? Oh, it's so ugly.
It's horrendous.
It looks really cool in
All right,
Draconic.
we met with the mayor, Revis. He had quite a bit to tell us. Well, we'll relay the information on the way to the abandoned house. I think we have permission to stay there as long as we don't cause any trouble.
All right.
Let's be on our way.
Don't start.
Looking at you.
Lights out by 10.
It's only 7.
Lights out.
You're in your blanket fort with the lights on in your book.
Okay, so you guys head over to the east side where you see like a little bit of lantern light in two houses opposite and one in the center that has very clearly been abandoned. You see
Shutter falls off.
just as you go. This dwarf-sized home. It's built slightly elevated, like a little bit above ground, made of wood. There is like a small wooden crate built underneath for storage, where possibly cooler goods, things like that. A small little porch that runs around two sides where the entrance is. And a little bit dwarf-sized though, so there will be ducking involved.
I'm gonna try to open the door.
Okay, it's not locked. It's as you open up. So inside. Always make an indent.
I guess we'll have to clear this out before we sleep for the night. Don't want any unnaturally large rodents.
Rodents of a neutral size.
So yeah, inside is very simple and very small. It seems like most of the stuff has been taken that's useful, it seems. There's a single wooden bed frame, no mattress. A table and a chair with cupboards that are kind of half opened already. Nothing in this on the shelves yet. Ransacked.
Better than I expected.
It's dusty, dirty, full of cobwebs.
Any torches on the walls?
No. It's very shack-esque, like probably 10 by 10 feet. You really got a hunch to get it. It's like 4 feet high. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So crawling through.
So it comes up to your kneecap.
Yeah, the bed is dwarf size, so it's a bit shorter. Like it would be a comfortable living for a dwarf. You guys will be
Hunched.
like pretty tight in there to sleep for sure.
As long as I can have shelter and a roof.
Are you just leaving Arga? What are you doing with Arga, I suppose?
I'm gonna hitch him to the spot near the house.
Okay. No problem.
Maybe put things
Some feet.
Easy enough.
Who's carrying the feed again?
It's in the bag, in the back of the.
Okay.
Your little barrel of feed.
Yeah.
Barrel feed.
Yeah,
Alright.
Tim has to feed the whole
Whoever's keeping track of that.
It's been
Okay.
It's gone.
Right. Well, there's our crate down there. I'll try. We've got some time before.
Crate where?
Underneath the house. There's a storage crate.
Oh, okay. Would you like some company?
Might be lost.
So-
each other.
It's like 2 feet high underneath, so you have to like
My tools.
crouch to get in.
Get in there.
Just basically a long like wooden box, probably about 4 feet long and maybe about 2 feet high. Or probably not 2 feet high, more like a foot high. Yeah.
This looks very coffin-esque. Should we be disturbing this?
Yes.
Where's
We
Davina?
just raided a whole crypt. When is that stuff?
When is
Yeah,
it?
drastic.
Those wants nothing to do with it.
Buddy.
Can I tell if this is a coffin or not?
It doesn't look like a coffin. It's just square, but
Okay.
I mean, you can try to open it.
Does
and
it
see
smell?
what
Does it smell like anything's dead?
Roll me a perception check.
Does it smell?
No discipline or anything like
I'll
that.
try and
It's just a smell.
Do you get advantage on smell checks? Doesn't somebody?
Dragonborn.
That was a 13 plus 4 is 17, 18 if that helps.
17's fine. It does not smell like decay. That's for sure. It's musty underneath there.
Let's give it a try.
Go to roll. Try and pry it open. See if it needs to be pried open.
Yeah, it's actually not shut. There's like a little like a lock latch, but it just basically turn and then open. But there's no lock on it. As you kind of open up inside, it's just like all these cockroaches just start going and scattering around inside, and it's disgusting inside. But there's otherwise nothing in there. Just a shitload of bugs.
Super gross. Fun.
I don't see anything.
But what you gather, it would be a place to store goods to keep them somewhat cooler, like out of the sun, as low to the ground.
That makes sense.
You put like potatoes, cellar goods,
Everything has been cooked clean for All right.
I think we should have a conversation before we bed down.
I agree. Brush off, feeling very itchy all of a sudden.
Is there any fireplace or fire pit or anywhere to?
There is a little,
furnace, like-
there is a little one in the side of the wall. It's like a chimney built, so you can cook meals inside. It's small,
Small, but enough to keep us warm for the
I
night.
will.
Yeah.
Fire.
Is there any fire?
you need wood.
Any wood in it?
Find that out after I fire.
Right.
Determine who you are.
It's like a little kind of cast iron, like maybe this big, a little bit, like a little chimney that kind of can open it up.
I don't think I have some oil if we need to get us started, but we need something more than that. Is there any broken furniture or
There's a
Just the bed
old
frame?
bed frame and like the cupboard doors potentially. Yeah.
bed frame looks like it actually be useful
I
if
can make you
we
a
stay
furnish
here.
better.
Let's
Cupboard doors?
Cupboard doors,
I
yes.
do not need to hide and use doors.
Take down the cupboard
Start
doors.
ripping cupboard doors up, start breaking them up,
Open it.
and making firewood. Sure, no problem.
Splintered.
Using firebolt either way.
Yeah.
You guys light the fire.
Should be.
A little bit of light coming out. It was because like finally I can read.
Where are these marks?
Reading by moonlight.
In my bag.
Perhaps we should have those not on our person. Just for
Put them
this.
on our gun?
Maybe not our horse either.
Where should we put them?
We did find a storage container under the house. It might be too late since you've already come into contact with.
I mean, if she's tracking them and we have them in under the house, she's gonna look in the house.
I
And if it's
don't.
only tracking me, it's just me.
I don't think. What would it hurt to leave them under the house?
His friends.
Is there a spot under the house?
There was a crate meant probably for like a fruit cellar. If you
Show me, I'll build them
And
down.
you guys are right in this little home here.
it's lovely.
All his good friends.
Oh, it's lovely.
Lovely domicile.
I'll show you outside. Just point under it. Under there.
So you're putting the marks in there?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
All right, back upstairs. I guess we should tell them what we learned from Rebus. So it appears that Rebus was the first to come to the town. Go over the exact same story that everyone heard already.
Yeah, no problem.
So it seems like they're in an endless loop of this hag's protection while she also torments them.
That's right.
I don't think there's so much torment as there is a single moment of like once the deal is the torment. And you have to live with that deal for the rest of your life under her protection. People who come here are definitely fleeing something. Like they want a place that's safe and away from the nation. That's why I came here.
Well, we gotta get to them before any deal is met.
That I agree.
If we rid this town of person, the monsters will be there to harm them at all.
I think they would. The swamp is still dangerous, but it would give us an opportunity to defend the town from the surrounding swamp.
True.
At least build up some sort of defense.
And stop this endless circle.
Hags are not something to be trifled with. I don't know much about hags, but from the stories, they can be
Fairly powerful.
very powerful, not to be taken lightly.
Trifling with.
Do you know much more through your studies?
Let me check.
Throw me a history check.
While this is all going on, who starts throwing on some snake sticks? Ah, fuck.
I thought you were going to say, I've been reading this entire
Heck yeah.
time.
It's just
8. Yeah. You guys kind of got like what you would know, kind of covered. They're not to be trusted. They're
powerful.
They are magical, but their magic is like fucked up and weird and unrecognizable to like studied magic that you would maybe have talked at brief with Gaius, perhaps. Yeah.
They got swamp magic over there.
Swamp magic.
Definitely has like a voodoo
Yeah.
vibe to it.
Yeah, it's different than studied magic for sure.
So in the morning, what is our plan? To this ruined tower,
Into the ruin tower.
I guess we don't even know where it is. We know it's east of here, but
Should it be too hard to track down?
wait a
the tower?
minute. Is that the tower? Is that the tower?
I don't think that is the tower that was located in the middle of the.
It is.
Lake.
It is due east of here.
Do you guys want
It is, but
to
there was a small. There was
look at the
other
map?
ruins that we saw glistening in there.
Me?
Yeah, on the west banks of the lake.
I'll pull up
There was
was
a
a-
large one and there was a smaller one.
pull up the map again here. So you guys are Swamp Town.
Yeah, ruins.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
There's the ruins and then the
Yeah,
tower.
That's the one.
That's the one.
I would reckon.
I reckon. So yeah, that would be potentially the thing. So would be so this would take you about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 from Swamp Town by the grid.
Good days.
Yeah, good tracking. Like it's swamp, so it's going to be difficult terrain. So it'll potentially take longer, but that would be like some good
We
tracking.
had a certain engineer here to craft us some shoes that maybe could disperse our weight a little bit more
These
easily.
fancy strings she had.
Swamp shoes.
Swamp shoes.
The
Swamp shoes.
the ropes. Those were fun.
Oh yeah.
All right, I guess we just.
I'm glad I remembered the invention. Thank you.
That's the aroma of like cooking snake meat. Kind of fills this small corridor, a little bit of like smoke coming out and like the smell.
And of course, we'll never forget Davina because of her. Well, we'll never forget Davina.
She still owes you money.
That's neither here nor there.
You can't prove it.
I've never met a person with the same impulse control as me.
Or lack thereof.
Yes.
There we go. That's the proper term.
Yes.
Stop sitting around the fire and talking about us as if we're dead. We are still alive.
Oh,
You hear it.
Davina will come back and haunt you
Yeah.
from.
Definitely.
From beyond the grave.
go-
They're already doing.
You think real Davina's bad? Ghost Davina will fuck you up.
Ghost.
Taking no
Oh, you
prisoners.
died.
Swipes. Pussy.
She's chaotic neutral now. She'll be chaotic evil.
I'm aware of the evil. You're already teetering there.
Hey now.
Lay down.
I'm teetering.
And you're teetering.
So,
I'm on the line.
anything else you guys are doing in your little home for the night?
Setting up my bedroll.
Reading. I think I would still like to watch.
So, being that it's like around 8:30 or so at night, I guess my question would be, what time would you guys like to try to be up tomorrow? Like, what time do you want to go to sleep so that,
Whenever
for reading
all of us
purposes?
have a full rest.
Yeah. I
Like,
was actually gonna say in like the 4 hours. I've got, I'll be up for 4 hours.
right, so I think you guys were up around like 6 or 7 last day, so around then would be your full rest time. So if you go to bed around 11,
I was just gonna say if I could go through my other tome and practice down and learn into my other spell.
yes, it does cost
Yep,
money,
costs
but
gold
you
and things.
if you have
I do have gold and things.
if you have money, it's
I know it's
worth of gold in
In ink.
ink and paper. I know you got some. I'll have to maybe look. But yeah, absolutely. If you have the materials to do so.
Oh, 50 gold and ink.
It's magical inks and like special papers. So I remember when I
Of course, I don't have that part.
When I
on a cheat
first-
sheet.
had a wizard.
Buying gold.
We came to this realization where I was
Is it
like, I've got a bunch of paper and ink, and then my GM was like, yeah, but it's not magical. I'm like, yeah, but I spend a lot of money on it.
No.
They're like, okay, you can have one, use up all of it, and then the next time you're at a place that sells magical inks and
Yeah.
papers, you have to buy the resources.
That might not necessarily 100% be the right. Let me see. It's been a while since I thought about this. So, copying a spell into a book. When you find a wizard spell of first level or higher, you can add it to your spell book. If it is a level you can prepare. But copying the spell into your book involves reproduction, ciphering, etc. So for each level of spell, the process takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold. So that's for each level. So a level 1 would be 2 hours and 50 gold.
Yeah.
The card represents the cost of materials, it's not necessarily has to be magical,
okay.
inks and things like that. It's more like cheaper inks. You're just gonna have to use a lot more of them.
Okay.
It's the same sort of thing, though.
So my DM made me buy it in advance.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Specifically-
There's not a lot of magic ink in the Heart of Mora, thus,
That would suck.
if there would be. So
It was more
yeah,
so like she wanted me to make sure that like I wasn't just like, oh, I spend the gold
Right.
I have on it. It was like when I'm in town, I have to remember to go buy
Yep.
ink and parchment.
yeah.
And like, yeah, spend 150 gold on
Ink and parchment.
1 ounce of ink, which
and
is
then
10
she's
gold.
like, okay, you have
Which is
that much
great.
worth to do your spell specifically.
Yeah. So how much ink and paper worth of gold worth do you
I've
have?
got-
Would be the question.
I've got 11 gold worth of ink and paper.
Right. You were super poor when you were last there.
Well, it's 10 parchments and 1 ink and 1 ounce of ink.
Yeah.
1 ink.
So well, the ink vials are quite expensive.
They're 10 gold pieces.
Yeah,
A pop.
so-
Which is shite.
Anyway.
So okay. So I need to
So yeah, it represents you going over it many times,
Yeah.
learning it,
Sort of,
kind
at
of.
the very least, instead of copying it down, just sort of trying to understand his short form in his writing and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Well, how much gold worth of the materials did you have?
I've got
11 out of
Yeah.
50.
out of 50.
So what's
you-
1/5 the time cost to write down a spell? It was 2 hours. I guess that's
It's probably not worth keeping track of.
Anyways, I'll get back to it. I'll just
So-
try to understand the short form, preparing to eventually copy down some of this.
But yeah, that would be how it would work for future. So next time you're near the book lady,
Yeah,
or
book lady
somewhere
Navendale or
else,
something like that,
yeah.
might be a book person.
load up. I mean, now that you have money,
Oh yeah, the appraiser.
now that you have a bit of
Looking
money.
over at the parchment. Just like,
Come on, just give us a couple of loose leaves. I use you for work.
So eventually, though, you guys do begin to fall asleep, etc.
we're keeping watch though, right?
If you are,
I'll be keeping watch.
okay. Are you doing? Is anyone else going to be keeping watch? Because
I
you can
I mean,
watch,
All these for the main chunk of the night.
and then let 4 hours go unwatched.
Well, I got.
Yeah.
So
Good.
wait, it's 16 hours, right? If we do 2.
Yes.
Well, he can do 4, and then someone will have to rest 8. So it would be
It's gonna be 12.
12. Thank
12
you.
hours.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
I mean, but we did start at.
It's
8,
only
right?
8 o'clock or so right now.
So it'll be 8 a.m., which is not that
Yeah,
late.
let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay.
So that everybody gets a long rest, and we
And
also
we
also
watch
keep
as
watch
well.
because
So then I'll sleep the first chunk.
We're in the
and then-
longest rest, actually.
And then just
Then I'll
ride it.
guard up the rest of it. And you guys can have your 8.
Okay.
Finalist.
That's good.
All right.
So you guys roll first perception. And then
We'll come back to that.
I'll roll it. Oh yeah.
And
And fit.
Why are you so excited?
Because y'all gonna make a deal today.
So
So,
we've got elf and
I got
gnome on the menu today.
side.
so Davina and Timdell. I need each of you guys to roll me a d4.
How many fingers are you losing?
Oh, is that good or bad? I got 3.
4 and 3.
4 and 3 fingers.
You have that much time to live.
Okay.
In
Minutes.
long stick.
So Davina, 3, you wake first. Okay. So lovely.
Oh, she
How
waits.
much time?
How many hours?
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck. That's bad.
Horrible.
Nothing about her situation is good.
At least when you wake up, maybe she'll be awake already. She's gonna wake up.
She would already.
No. What are you talking about? If she wakes up before me, I'm not waking up at all.
You remember the story about Revis and his
Right.
best friend?
I forgot. Get back.
You think you're so
Super
high in her
cool.
books that
Anyway.
she's gonna even offer that? Oh, there's your close friend? Yeah, I barely know her. I got it.
What, that thing over there?
Yeah, that thing.
I just need to grab something.
I have no idea.
Clear
I'll
up.
restrain him.
So,
How do trim?
Davina,
I'll do 2.
you feel your eyes begin to flutter open as you lay in like a bit of, like a small bit of moist, like maybe an inch of water or so on the cold stones. You are soaking wet, covered in this like disgusting grime and mucus. Laying about 3 feet from you, you see Timdell, still unconscious, covered in this same mucus, and kind of just like, face down. Yeah, laying on her side, kind of slumped over.
Face down, ass up.
You are in this large, ruined tower where you see the top of it has completely crumbled and gone, where the walls are decaying around the sides. You see one whole side of it has kind of been completely destroyed and sunken into a large percentage of the swamp, where you see like a little staircase that is completely submerged, where water is kind of coming up and filling the little bit of the surface around. You look out, it's dark, it's night, very dark, cloudy.
How far am I from Tim?
Maybe about 3 feet or so. She doesn't seem to be moving, but she is breathing.
Is there anything around me, like a little rock or something?
Yeah, there's a little bit of rocks, and there's a rock in there, I
So
think.
throw it at her. Tim, not her. I don't.
No, I thought you were gonna like put me out of my misery.
Yeah.
No.
Throw like a little rock. It like it hits her. She doesn't move yet.
Literally, oh, that's my favorite guy.
Can I make my way over to check if she's still breathing or alive?
Make me a medicine check.
There, my boy. Get her out.
Ooh, not very good. 10.
Might as well.
Okay. She's definitely alive. She is stable. She's breathing. She's just still unconscious.
Okay. So,
Like still at technically in games, she's still at 0 HP. Would be the mechanic of that.
You're at like what?
You're at 1
So-
HP right now.
Think about that.
Good choice.
So as you kind of like walk over to her, yeah, kind of check on her.
Can I tell how hurt she is?
She is as hurt as you can be without being dead.
Mangled.
Oh,
Fine.
well.
The exit's right there. Run away.
Chose a rock.
I'm not. I don't know why. It just came into my head like, oh my god, is she gonna kill me?
That
No, of course not. I know.
I
No, I
have
know,
another one for you.
The death cloak.
I don't know how many spells I have.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Bring everyone closer to death.
I'm now. I decide.
I choose my.
Can I go through Tim's pockets to see if he has any of her and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you start sorting through her bag, do you have any?
I have one use of the ointment left,
Okay.
and I also have my healer's kit.
Okay.
I don't
Just
know
in
how
case
that
anybody was
So yeah, you do find the ointment in there amongst a lot of other shit,
Mushrooms,
like black powder.
vials of acid.
It's quite a.
Order as I like take a
Two
little bit of
bombs.
gunpowder and like
Gum.
I wake up.
Powder.
So I'm like, it's missing.
The feet.
I had an extra fingertip worth. I know.
I'm missing 0.1372 ounces of gun.
Timdell doesn't share.
Doesn't share food.
I'm going to use some of her lotion or her
My
curing her ointment
Okay.
on her.
That's the last of it.
Okay.
So
you
it's 2d8
so you slather the last of it across her.
plus your something.
+2.
It's plus something. Oh, it is just plus 2. Yes.
I think. Pretty. Is
I
it
know.
right over
It's
there.
my one anyway.
Okay. 2d8 plus
2. Just plus 2. Thank you.
No. Wow.
8.
So as you kind of slather up, you see her eyes just begin to like flutter slightly before she kind of like takes a full breath in and her eyes open.
Oh, good. You're like takes the rock. I'm joking.
Wow. You take off?
No,
Oh,
she takes the rock.
Oh, takes the rock. Oh, I thought you said I take off, and I was like, wow.
No.
Ah, you're alive. Yeah. Mid like, oh, okay. Drops the rock.
So wait,
Money
sorry,
bag in
it's
the
8,
hand.
right?
Yeah.
No, actually not 8.
Yep.
Sorry.
How did you get here?
She's gonna start breaking down immediately and like crawl her way over to Davina. And just like crawl up in her lap and just start crying.
Just like
Doesn't know what to do. So much mood.
You're alive.
how did you get here? What are you doing here?
Same way you got here. Gonna let you go up alone.
You got eaten too? Did I know I got yeah.
You got eaten, but that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got eaten too.
It's like your fruit stuck.
Oh my god.
Today.
Good lord.
Oh goodness.
Very cute. It was right there.
Was it my trinkets?
Oh, I'm gonna. Do I still have it?
Yeah.
We still have them?
I look at it.
The scratches on them look different.
Can I tell if anything
Are they bigger? Are they like
the magic about them has changed?
are they built off of the scratches that were there, or are they actually different scratches?
Are they malicious?
It's like they're deeper into the wood. Like they were scratches and then deeper, basically.
Would we notice that?
Oh yeah. There's enough of a difference that it's noticeable.
Can I do another check on it to see if I notice anything?
What are you trying to find out is the question, I suppose.
Anything malicious about it? Magical?
I'll say let's do an Arcana check, and
I had like a 22 on your contract last time, so 18.
There's definitely something magical in nature about them, stronger than before. You feel an attachment with yours and yourself specifically, Davina.
Okay. Wow.
Yep.
Tim. Look.
I'm looking at my own and
Scratches.
I'm like comparing how different are they, like similar at all, or is it just
No.
like random?
They're
scratches,
very
but
random,
they're
yeah.
both deeper.
Deeper.
Can I take a look around to see if I notice anything unusual about the building or?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay, while she's doing that, I'm gonna take out my healer's kit and I'm going to use it on myself.
Okay.
Can I?
18.
18. So as you're looking around, you see Tim begin to go into her bag. And Tim, as you reach in, you hear
What?
a voice, sourceless, seems coming from like direction. Actually, Davina, you would be able to tell that it's coming from probably, I don't know, your left. You have some sense of direction from where it's coming from, at least. And you hear, that's quite enough. What lovely patrons of my swamp we have here. Beautiful, intelligent, very rare, very unique souls indeed.
I think it's
That much is certain.
And
This laughter seems to travel around, actually. Like Davina has a bit of a beat on where it's coming from because you rolled a high perception, and seems to be kind of like circling around the exterior of it. Like
I've
you can
abandoned
see.
my pack at this point since she was like, "Oh, that's enough," and I was like, "Okay, I can't touch anything in there." Apparently, I'm gonna walk over to Davina. I'm just kind of holding
Back.
her dress, basically. No. I'm behind her, looking in the same direction. She like as Davina's moving, I'm
You're
moving too
looking?
to see if I can see whatever she's seeing.
What
Roll
do you want with
me.
us? Show yourself.
Roll me a perception at disadvantage.
Oh.
Yes, for both of you. See if you see anything particular, and then I'll come back to that. What you said.
With the disadvantage?
Yeah,
correct.
That's a 1.
She dark.
Well, plus it's 4.
Dang, dude, I can't see shit.
She also very dark. Like you can tell the voice is coming from some direction, but you can't see. What did you ask?
Dark.
What did you ask her?
I said, what do you want with us? Show yourself.
Oh. Oh me! Many things we shall see. I wonder what sort of deep desires that exist within such special creatures. Gnomes are so clever and useful for finding things of great value, aren't they?
What do you want with us?
We shall see. They aren't maybe especially as good at finding lost mothers and fathers. I can show you this for a price. The voice kind of continues to kind of go around you.
What if we don't want to see?
Tell me what?
Oh, I think you know. Wouldn't you like to know what happened with Mummy and Daddy? All
do you
it'll
know
cost you is a lovely head of green hair of yours.
What do you want with the hair?
Oh, that's for me to know, dear.
I do that.
I'm sure. What use could a head of green hair be to anyone? You won't miss it.
And if I don't care to see my parents, then
Oh, that is fine with me, dear. You know where to find me. Should you change your mind.
That was. Well, we don't know where we are right now.
Oh, I think you will. You hear this kind of like. What languages do you guys speak?
Common, Gnomish, Giant.
You don't know what you said.
Common, Elvish, Celestial.
You don't know what you said. Before you see Timdell kind of like. How much health do you have again?
8.
You just fall straight back, and she falls asleep. Don't touch her, dear. I wouldn't want to wake her now.
Don't wake the baby.
So,
Daddy.
tell me. And you see now this, like, almost invisible shimmer before you see her kind of reveal the same attractive lady that you saw earlier on the path, standing across from you in the tower. So, tell me, bright moon elf, what would you give to have your memories return to you?
What if I don't want them?
That is fine with me. But it will only cost you a vial of your precious blood. You won't miss it, I promise.
What would you need with my blood?
Oh, nothing, I'm sure.
Radio's blood.
Perhaps it might be useful for someone of my sources. Sure.
Or to check.
She tells us she'll give us something, right?
14.
It is.
Yeah, she's hiding all sorts of fucking secrets from you, that's for sure. She's about as deceptive as you could possibly imagine right now. But it doesn't seem like she's that exchange doesn't seem to have anything else behind it, of course. It's I want some of your blood.
Yeah,
You want your memories, that's all.
Every insight check we've ever run in Ursula, it's always been like, even as like high as a 25, it's always been like, yeah, like, she doesn't seem to do anything. Like, there's always
Not
the
technically one.
Can I
I
call
know.
this type of deceptive magic kind of thing?
I mean, roll me an Arcana check.
It's not the fact that she's lying. It's what she's
Yeah.
That's what she's using her words carefully. Yeah.
that's exactly, that's what I mean.
15.
I don't think it's like,
How big is
There
that?
doesn't appear to be any magic that's manipulating her words. Like what she's saying is not what she's actually saying, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As she kind of walks a little bit towards you. Such a rare sight in these lands.
The Venus my flesh.
What are you, Scott?
Oh, me? I am the mother of this swamp. This is my land, and I intend to keep it that way.
So those who cross it have to pay a price.
Perhaps. Then they may face my creatures.
Those frogmen.
I saw that you slayed 2 of my trolls.
I had no hand in that.
Really? That's not what I saw.
And what did you see?
Magic, dear. Divine magic.
I didn't get a chance to.
Someone blesses you.
Yeah. You blasted. You blasted. Yeah.
You
not magical.
you did spells.
Yeah, you use guiding bolt on.
You did bless. You did spells.
And you used less too.
That's the
us.
brain.
Alright.
You would have seen at least that too.
It seems as though someone guides you.
It's getting full.
I bet you wonder why. Such curious times. But it's no matter to me. I can always keep track of you now.
I pulled up the trinkets because of these.
Yes. Do keep that safe now, dear. Wouldn't want to break it.
And what happens if I did?
Oh. Roll me a persuasion check.
Yeah. Yikes. Oh, castles are better.
Walking in the swamp town anytime, any minute.
14.
She kind of like, probably easier for me to show you. She like reaches behind her, pulls out like this little toad. It's just kind of like, whoop. And around her neck, she has all the different necklaces. She pulls one out, holds it in her fingers. Yeah, hold my toad for a moment, dear.
What's his name? Please give him a name. You need to name him before you destroy him.
Don't think I want to.
No problem. She just lets it drop.
Oh.
Poor toad.
Well, one toad's worth.
Should you ever break these, it would be most detrimental to your health. And she snaps it, and the toad pops, explodes.
Sick.
I've had enough time with you both to ensure I'll be able to keep my eyes on you.
Even if we leave Swamp Town?
Oh, yes.
Will you keep us safe?
If you keep those on you, sure. I mean no harm, dears.
What your creatures do.
Oh, they might. Should you not keep those on you, do with them as you will, but certainly keep it safe, would be my advice. Tis a simple bond.
I am curious.
An ancient and archaic magic.
Do you enjoy learning new things? Can you teach me?
Of course. But only if I were to gain your blood, dear. I'll show you a few tricks.
I'll have to think about it.
Well, I'll be watching. And should you change your mind, you know where to find me. As she steps back, you see her image just begin to change and disappear into invisible.
Can I tell her how much she's using?
Roll me an Arcana check.
$16. Thank you.
So it is a form of illusion magic, but you notice that she didn't do any incantations, no movements, words. This is some sort of innate power, innate magic.
Action.
It is unfamiliar to you as a cleric, for sure. And you kind of hear like tick, 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 footsteps leaving away. And then
I go up to him and
if you like, you wake.
Oh, I do.
so for now.
What'd you say?
Who wants my blood?
Don't give it to her.
Yeah, I didn't. I feel like she has an ulterior motive.
Mm-hmm. Just don't say yes to anything she says.
Yes, I have a bad feeling about her.
I'm gonna like look around and reach into my pack at this point and like waiting for somebody to stop me. But nobody does.
Nobody does.
I'm gonna take out my healer's kit then. And heal. Okay, I'm gonna heal Davina first.
Okay.
What uses of the healing kit got left? 20?
6.
Nice.
4, so that's 10 plus equal to the hit points equal to the creature's. What's your maximum hit die? So 4. So 14 points of healing back. Baby. That's max. That's max healing right there.
Sweet.
Can I also use an action to throw up Sparky in the place?
Yeah, I use my action too.
I'm just gonna like appear behind us, out of the ground. Yeah, and Sparky is. I forget where Sparky is.
D8?
Nah. I don't think it's that.
Where'd your cloud go?
Guessing.
DC.
The cloud's around. The cloud's still here, actually.
Oh,
Well, because it doesn't go away. Oh no, it's D8. It is, yeah. Yeah, wow.
And it's just 10 HP.
7 plus intelligence modifier, so it's 10 for both of us. But that's 10 HP.
I love that. I love that.
For you and
No, Sparky, that's 10 hit points for you too.
It's
I just you for 24.
it's perfect though. Yeah, exactly.
Plus I my +1.
Yeah, really though. Oh.
So it's like
I'm gonna use another healer's kit on
Okay.
I'm gonna win.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude.
how about it?
Max.
By the way, I had to use the last of your healing potion. I had a
I like look over at the empty jar.
on you, of course.
That's right.
It's fine. That
Cost a lot of money.
well, not for me. Well, actually, I did.
It was free.
well,
For you.
That saved my life. So it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. 1 second. I have to do math.
Fine. It's fine. It's fine.
so as you guys kind of patch
Wait.
yourselves up a bit.
I can never have over
Your current.
my max, right?
No, unless you have your 10 HP.
Well, yeah, your max is your max, and then your
Okay,
temp.
You did your temp HP first, right?
Right.
So do your
I had 8, right?
Mhm.
And then I did my 10, so then I have 10.
Yeah, temp is a separate pool though.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But it can't. But the addition of the 2 of them.
It doesn't
Okay,
negate.
then okay.
Yeah.
So I currently have more health than I would normally.
That's exactly right. Yeah, the temp HP can put you over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I just want to make sure that I can't exceed.
It's a shield.
max.
It's like
Yeah.
an extra. Yeah, buffer.
Okay.
Let's fight ahead.
I'm gonna like
Let's
Kushagra.
Too far. Too many hours.
hours.
Can I
I don't see him or anything. He was in my head.
I think it's also like the distance is like half of a hex or something. It's a sixth of
It's a mile, so it's 6 of the hex.
It's 6 miles is the 1 hex. So
They long.
that's right.
Okay, I'm gonna pop my head out the little door here and just see what's around. Can I see the plateau?
Which side? Which way to face? So let's say you look
Which way is
left,
the
right. Roll me a perception check at disadvantage because we are night. Five. The left you see swamp. To the right you see swamp. It's very dark,
I think we're in the swamp.
and you look at the sky and it is cloudy with no stars.
Of course it is.
Welcome to the swamp.
Can I take a look around on the inside to see if I can find anything interesting, like anything magical or gold or anything,
Roll me a perception check. Yeah. Disadvantage.
We both rolled 2 6s.
8.
That's all it.
The walls are crumbling around. the structure itself is quite ancient. Nothing fancy in it or around it other than the rubble that's within it and the plants around.
Okay. No.
Oh, you're not here. Fuck off.
The voice of reason.
Yeah.
So as you guys kind of
What? You're Lucian.
look around your situation as you're inside the center of this kind of round tower, look up at the sky. Davina, you kind of scan the area. So we'll take a quick break. Come back. All right, so as we come back from break, we'll come back Timdell and Davina. So you guys are standing in this ruined tower in the dark, just having had a very strange interaction with Ursula.
Can I listen for like any kind of like danger around?
Yeah, roll me a perception check. Just specifically hearing, yeah.
Nope. Nat 1.
My goodness, your rolls for hearing are terrible right now. It is dead quiet. It seems like the walls that you're surrounded by are blocking whatever sound might be ambient that you might hear.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, how's the weather? It's about midnight.
Can I send a message?
You can try. Message has a limited range, mind you.
I think you just mean send.
Oh, you can
Yeah,
cast
like
sending.
roll.
Yeah. So it is an Arcana check. Nope, that's wrong. Just because it's a spell that's higher than your ability, so you have to roll. Dang, I have it here. I didn't. I guess.
Would make
Nope.
sense.
Where did I write this down?
I think it's like 10 plus the spells level or something.
DC.
It's a
I'll find
DC and it's an arcana check to make
That's-
see if it goes off or not.
Very close.
So, right? Or your
Pretty
spellcasting
sure.
modifier or something like that. Whatever.
You add your spell casting modifier. Yeah, I think so. Just gonna Google it right quick. Like,
What
it's
level?
not that long ago that
It's
I
a level
did
3
this.
spell.
Oh.
So it'll be a 13
Yeah.
DC. Unless there's
I believe that's accurate, though. It's something like that.
But it's gonna come down to you're gonna have to roll a die and you're either gonna cast it successfully or it's gonna fail and blow up.
Blow up
You'll
this
never
roll.
have
I'm
it
gonna be
again.
able to do it again.
Yeah, it's a pass or fail.
Yeah.
It's a pass fail.
Yeah,
It's only young and one.
But this is a good
Yeah,
time to use
10,
it.
10 plus the spells
Totally,
level.
Absolutely.
You add using your spell casting ability, so yeah. If you wanted to
want
use
us
it.
to die?
I don't know if you're allowed.
Usk is kind of cold-blooded.
I have a
creature.
history of, I eat things, they don't come back. Makes sense to me.
Alright.
frog age.
True, he saw you guys get eaten and was like,
Not
you're-
even shedding a tear.
you're coming back one way.
He's already made peace with it.
Yeah. She's like, well,
Snake steaks tonight.
Oh yes. Okay. Woo!
16 on the die.
yeah, you're good, baby. You don't
All
need to worry about
right. So as
anything.
you begin the reading and the incantations, you see the letters kind of illuminate for a moment in this spell, begin to take effect as the paper burns up. You got 25 words. What do you want to say, and who are you sending to?
I'm sending it to
Timdell.
Here.
Oh, that was a poor choice.
Kushagra.
Okay, so you get 25 words.
I'm sitting on Fluffy.
It's Davina. Oh.
In terms of time, actually, I don't think you guys would be sleeping. Oh yeah, you'd be sleeping by. Yeah, you'd be sleeping by now.
Well, I slept
me.
first, right?
Oh.
I slept the first 4 hours.
Oh yeah, and then
So I'll
you're
be coming
up. So
watch.
okay, so you're up.
Sitting on porch.
It's Davina. Tim and I.
Seriously?
My box is filling up.
Tim and I.
We a lot.
Tim and I.
We're at some old abandoned ruins. Come get us.
It's Mossy over here.
You get 5 more words?
15.
It's only 15. Yeah.
You get us.
You get 10 more words.
how many words you're using to describe. We're at this like random,
It's like
crazy,
really old, random.
I'm being fairly loose with this, but
I love it. I love it.
It's so
15 words.
you're at 15. It's your first time. Don't worry about it.
So gross.
Be careful. The hag has stolen us.
Still have like 7
You're
more.
asleep.
Oh, 8 more.
Nope. 15 plus 7. You only have 3 more.
3 more, excuse me. Counting hard.
Bring well, please.
Remember, old ruins.
Bitch.
Bitch, oh, doesn't touch shit.
Hold fast, Davina.
Yeah.
Remember, I can reply.
Oh, yeah.
Hold fast, Davina. We are on our way to the ruins. Don't make any deals with Ursula. She lies. I don't need
A lot.
words.
Lots. Lots.
I said we're leaving first thing in the morning.
Did he say anything back?
I did say that, okay. At first light.
Apparently, he's also deduced that she lies. Did you?
Well, I had a feeling.
I don't trust you.
Tells the old half-truths.
She's leaving a lot out.
So we're staying here.
Well, we don't know where they are.
So we should stay here.
Yes. One of us should. We should keep an eye out. One sleeps, the other.
Agree.
I am going to.
I just Kushagra sitting on the porch, like kicking back in Swamp Town. Takes a call. Yeah. Yep, in the morning.
Second call that you took today.
Funny.
So it's just the door, right? Is it the entrance to this?
Well, in the giant smacked out
It is.
side.
Okay, sorry. I didn't know if that was for visual
Yeah.
or not. It is. Okay.
Yeah, it looks as it is. There's like some wall behind you that's a little bit higher, but for the most part, that's about as much wall as you got.
Is there?
Yeah, you do.
Are there stairs?
The only stairs that you see, like, you can see maybe where there were stairs, like that big kind of pile there would have been stairs that go up, long since ruined. And there's like a little bit of a staircase that looks like it descended at one point, but you can see the water level currently. Like, that's what, like, you're slightly submerged. This is like in the swamp.
Okay. Is there a portion that we can like somewhere we can climb up to stay out of the water or get it?
Yeah, like the pile of rock that the staircase would have been would be a decent spot.
I'm like, come Tim, I'm gonna grab her.
Pulling her up the little edge. So you guys are sleeping, or sorry, taking rest.
And then
up
I
there.
grab my blanket and wrap her up with us.
Oh yeah, not yet. 1 second. Tim's like, no, I don't want to lay down. 1 second.
Fine. And then I take my blanket back. That's the last time I share with you.
Just give me a sec.
And I wrap myself up in my blanket.
Like half her head is in her bag right now.
This is what I get when I try to be nice.
Yeah, me too.
Rock still in my hand. I'm like,
How?
what'd you say?
It's like
Reaches
rocks.
for the rock.
20 feet or so.
20
Yeah,
feet?
maybe 20 or 30 feet. We could measure.
In there.
Eat it.
Protect us.
It's between 20 and 30 feet though.
It's too,
I'd say
it's too
30.
big.
Yeah.
It's too big anyway.
And then there's like the
6 inches is
doors
30
that are open as well to like where the normal entrance for it would have been.
Okay, well,
Could be closed, I guess.
it's 6 feet, yeah, so it's. How many?
6 inches, 30 feet.
Sorry, 30 feet? Yeah.
What are you thinking, Tim?
Well, one of us has to stay watch, so you sleep. I'll stay up. Meditate or the heck you.
I'm gonna.
I meditate. Think of my life choices.
You only need 4 hours as well, to be known. So, you begin
I'm just gonna.
into your trance and you're keeping watch.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check.
The regular one?
Disadvantage, right?
Just had
Nighttime.
Damn it, Timdell.
Thank you for the reminder. You're a good player. You're the best.
Say it with advantage.
You is good.
Davina's candles not.
You said disadvantage?
Yep.
Doesn't matter. 7 on the 8.
Total.
So 10.
Okay.
10 total.
So, as you sit, keeping an eye out, an ear out, a nose out, there's many a foul aroma that cross by your nostril. As a half an hour goes by, Davina's quiet as a mouse, sitting in your blanket, eyes kind of fluttering at times. You hear this sloshing, like, probably about 10 feet outside of the tower, and you see a huge troll come around to the, like, broken up section, basically. Kind of turns his head in and... Oh, yeah, right, you speak giant. It's basically mind if I sleep here?
Yes.
Me tired.
Make friends with the troll.
Yes. I like point to like the furthest corner away from us, like on the like open door right here. So
Good. He goes and slumps his big butt down, kind of squats like a frog, and like hunches his shoulders, puts his like neck and head into this kind of scrunched position, and just kind of like starts horrendously snoring. Sitting there, begins to sleep.
no, not alone.
It's like, how much
want
HP do you
to,
guys have? That'd be a tough fight.
What the hell happened here? There's blood everywhere.
We got your heart. Yeah.
Yeah, we already got one.
So he sits and chills.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye on. I'm not gonna do anything.
From
Doing with the wolf, I don't.
Thinking about it. Thinking about it.
so as the hours continue by,
She's gonna run off into the night into the woods.
Thinking about it.
There's Timdell gone at that rate.
And then that's when
I'm still me.
That's when Davina's like, you know what, you can head back
No,
down.
you're
I'll
not.
make the
You're
deal.
not.
Yeah, but I choose to. So
you take all the stats of the
I know, I understand that. But I still make conscious decisions as me, but as a wolf.
as a wolf, yeah.
Right.
Like you have a wolf brain.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tim Wolf.
Join with the group, you'd be like, food.
Timberwolf.
Oh, I see a fine-looking wolf.
Yeah, you assume all the stats, not quite like polymorph.
Right. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So as a few more hours pass by, and like coming up to the more or less where Davina would be finishing her trance, you hear another kind of another large troll kind of coming in. And is this tower taken?
What's a party?
It's the hotel.
He's trolling.
A troll cow.
The troll, right?
Leaning in, like wakes up the other one. Me sleeping. For one more.
Over there.
And like the other,
Kill all these trolls.
See him like go flop onto his back, and
I am Tim, god of the trolls.
like his legs like kicking up against the back wall, straight on his back. His big belly like hangs over to the side, and kind of.
Old fat guy sleep.
Okay, is there something
Two
like
trolls sleeping around.
Yeah, is there something around? Like I want to make like a like a
line.
line. Line. I was gonna make a line.
Of like pebbles.
Yeah,
That would
or
be the
like,
most
like
likely.
In the swamp or something like that. So it's just like a quick distinction. Like that's your side.
I would say the rocks would be the best thing.
We're cohabitating.
So you gotta like make a little line of like, all right, we're just happening on this.
Pork Tim.
Yeah, two trolls are just chilling. Both pass out.
I'll get Fluffy to go sit on the other side.
Okay, with the trolls.
Yeah.
All right.
in between them.
So after like maybe 10 minutes after that, you see Davina kind of like
Oh my god, I'm gonna see another troll.
begin to flutter open. You've completed your
Full rest.
You won't get the benefits until the morning, of course, because
If I see her like starting to wake, I'll kind of rush over as quietly as possible.
Oh, we have some moments.
you hear like a very loud fart.
Like gesture towards the two.
They're friendly. They just wanted a spot to sleep, and so I told them we could because maybe
Or kill us otherwise.
Nice enough. Okay, glimmering in my head.
I'm gonna go to sleep now.
I've got Buffy over there as a watchdog, so let me know if anything happens.
Okay. How long have they been here?
2 hours?
One of them a few hours, the other one just arrived.
Right, so one of us will be just so you know too, I have all 3 of my spell slots. So
Do I have mine back yet?
Not yet.
not yet.
Not till the morning.
No, I'm just saying in case some shit goes down or whatever. I don't know, because she can't speak giant. So who knows?
Language barrier.
I pull my pendant out and I let it hang in front of me.
You need
Okay.
a translator.
Oh, don't worry, I will not hesitate to pick you up.
So as Timdell falls asleep, you take over. Only perception check disadvantage.
More trolls come up.
They just pile.
They would just go blah,
Troll
blah.
Goes to the sump in the staircase.
Okay. I don't know where that dice went, and it's my favorite.
It's the only thing I have left of.
It's just a stone.
That's the one that takes the longest to go away, though, I find.
My fruit
I don't know where my favorite dice. Ah, there you are. Delicious. I wasn't going to use any other dice. Okay, 2. So as the hours continue on, you see the trolls sleeping away. At some point, the one who's been there for a few hours, like hours later, wakes up and kind of like. Leaves.
Gone.
I'll be like, thank you for your kind hospitality.
And I'm like looking at my trinket like,
I like control people. I can get into those.
Got it.
No, we're taking these first.
I know.
They tried to eat our hooks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not cool.
Not okay.
So the other one kind of turn over, grabs like a big rock and kind of cuddles into it.
Davina is
Trolls
very strongly about stealing the troll.
In what way?
To do that, you do.
You know, I've never felt this way about a troll before.
Make it fall in love with you.
Steal his heart.
That would work if I could speak giant.
But as the hours continue,
Timdell, though.
I see John.
we will
I'm not going in any more mouths.
we will cut away back to the rest of you guys. As morning arises, you guys wake from your slumber, and whoever was taking the last watch kind of like sees the sunrise over Swamp Town.
Just to like retcon here, when we crossed over our watch, like because I had the first watch.
Oh yeah.
Second watch. And during the first watch is when I had the sending from Davina.
Right. Yes.
So I'm
Do
just gonna-
do chats.
With everybody.
Lucian.
I'm asleep.
No, this
This is the changeover.
It's the changeover.
We're
Oh,
retconning.
yes.
So you just walked through the front porch door. You come to relieve me for the evening.
That's right.
I heard from Davina. She used that scroll of sending. They are alive,
It's fantastic.
and they are indeed at the ruined tower that we are going to head to in the morning.
Perfect.
I told them to wait for us, not to make any deals with Ursula. I couldn't say much more because
Of course.
Everyone knows that very strict
25
word limit.
Yes, it's very
Common,
fine
very
print.
common. Everybody talks about it in taverns. Anyway, she seemed fine. She was very descriptive of the tower that she was at. It's
Very descriptive.
I think we are headed in the right direction, but we should go quickly.
All right. I agree.
In the
Get your rest.
I'll be up in 8 hours.
Sounds good.
We
I
should
will
go
be.
quick in like 8 hours.
Your attention.
And 8 hours later. Kitty stretch.
Yes, I think it's time we head immediately.
All right, water skins.
Do you know what
Everybody's finished their food.
Oh, I do not wish to fill up at this well. I feel that this might be.
Are you finished with your book?
Oh.
Usk, are you ready?
Fell asleep with it
You
on
might
your
be fighting
chest.
more trolls today. Are you ready?
And remember, as for healing, is 1 full hit dice plus your con plus your level.
Oh, I was already.
You say that
I
like
was,
I've lost
close,
health.
I was close enough.
For those who are not near their max. And you also regain half your hit dice back if you are missing any of those.
When you're
Anything else?
So you, Davina, you would be 8 plus your con bonus plus your level, so plus 4.
Yeah, you're back at full.
There you go.
Yes, you
So I'm
are.
at 15.
Yeah, you're
Right, because you guys did some healing,
Boy,
yeah.
oh boy,
Yeah,
was I hurting.
And how are you guys all doing?
I didn't get touched once. Though.
Good. Wow. Blade singing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Some fights, and you're good.
For 19 episodes where nothing happened.
Make it up for it.
Yeah.
The fucking banshee.
After all healing, I only was missing 3.
Okay. Solid. Healing words. Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Keeping up on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That upkeep, man.
Support the tank, support the tank.
All right. Well, shall we find the best way to get towards this tower? Maybe we should get better directions, or if there's some sort of way to travel through this muck.
Do we put on these trinket things?
So as you guys are waking up, you're more or less inside, I would say, at this point, kind of rallying the troops or whatever.
Yeah,
Like, all right, up.
I mean, from what Davina told me last night, it sounded like they've been kidnapped, but she's learned nothing else from Ursula.
Because do we again?
I think it might be better to arrive unnoticed, but if that is the case, we will surely meet adversaries in the swamp. We will have to deal
We
with them.
dawn them.
She will know we're coming in.
So no, she might bring those.
We also don't know how long it takes to fully bond with one of these marks.
But if we don't wear it, chances are we're gonna be fighting trolls, or
If we run into one, if we can successfully evade the notice of anything in the swamp,
we're in their territory.
it's true.
Now, would I be able? Is the forest still lit?
It's up to you guys if you were keeping up on it.
Would it be technically considered a brazier?
Brazier is a different thing. It's like made of
Copper thing.
bronze and stuff. Yeah. I know.
Lit it? Is there a brazier in town?
It's a.
You could ask around.
In the new canvas.
No,
Yeah,
you've got the canvas.
Yeah, the brass brazier. This is like an iron kiln type of thing.
Okay. But is there one in town?
You
Would
can
there be like-
have a look around.
I will definitely keep you around for it.
Might have to either invade people's homes or ask them though.
Don't spend too long, Lucian. We need to be moving.
I won't.
So you like to wander around Swamp Town and
Just at
ask
least,
people
like,
for
yeah,
random things?
random things. Maybe potentially go back up to the mayor.
Okay.
Mayor have a
All
nice big read.
right. So we'll start. You're heading up to the mayor's house to ask him for a brazier. All right. So you kind of knock on the door, assumedly.
Yeah.
So on your path, actually, on heading there, you see this human man, exceptionally well dressed, with short pants and like long, fine stockings, and wearing the colors of Avondale, blue cloak, and this fine dark vest underneath. that's kind of fitted, gold buckles on one side and kind of white trim. I see like a long sword at his side. He kind of holds himself in this high regard as he kind of struts towards you. Oh, good day, sir.
Oh, greetings, good man.
Welcome to my fortress and keep.
This is your fortress.
Yes, you may call me the Count. This is my land here, and I am of the royal family.
I had no idea the royal family ended this far into the...
Oh, this is the finest keep in all the land, of course.
Of course.
You should know. So, who might have the pleasure of meeting this afternoon? Good sir.
It's Lucian.
Lucian, well met. You may call me the Count.
I am sure to remember that, for sure.
Of course. Now, what do I owe the pleasure? Then you are new to town. I've never seen you before.
I am new to town. I'm in fact, in need of certain aid. I would love to rest my feet upon a brazier, by chance. If you and your noble family may have one in your humble.
Oh, in my home? Of course I do. I have multiple. What do you think this is? I am a man of fine class. Follow me. Good. Are you hungry at all? I'll have one of my maids make up a bit of a feast for us. How about, yes?
Perchance I might be intrigued, but please do
Come
go
along.
out of your way.
You will smell and you will be very tempted, my good friend.
All right.
Come.
He lost his mind.
Takes you across town. It's a fairly large house. Roof's caved in. The walls are
That was his trademark.
rough looking. And he kind of like, the door sticks and he kind of, oh, of course. Slams it open. Come inside here. And as you do,
Yeah.
the smell of like rotting food, it emanates out of the room immediately. As you look in, you see like broken furniture. The walls are like slimy and gross. You see like rats running around and everything like that.
Listen, my good
Yes, they're just preparing lunch right now here. It won't be
Extremely
long.
busy, my man. I do believe I must be going.
Oh, are you sure? I've got some in the back here.
I appreciate it, but no. Please do not bother yourself. It is all right.
Oh, please, sir.
I am but a lowly man.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Simply cannot be within your grace. Yes.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'm really hoping that it's horrible in here and it's like you're gonna leave and then he's gonna walk into the back and be like, well, what am I gonna do with all these pictures? It's just like filled with breakup of every size and color.
18.
Okay. Of course, you're busy, but you know where I live now. And please come over for lunch or dinner anytime. Knock on my door. My maids will be happy to help you to a seat here.
Of course. Yes. Thank you for your kindness. I do.
Count, thank you.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Good day to you, Lucian Foliatus.
I did not say Foliatus.
Oh, my mistake. Lucian, no name. Simple.
You know too much.
Simple Belskavos like yourself probably don't have less names, right?
Yes, of course. We are but one-named entities.
That is indeed the truth, yes.
All right. Adieu. I'll go
Enjoy your day, sir.
and then I will back away and be like, what the?
I believe
You gotta kill him.
a fine bow in order, yes. Gives you a fine bow.
So I'll head back up towards the mayor's house.
Okay.
And do not stop at any other crazy.
Do not tick.
We should leave without him. He's been gone far too long.
We're
just there chilling on the
It's only been like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He's lost.
I'll say Revis is probably outside doing his same thing, kicking back on his seat, watching the sunrise.
Swamp Town, man.
Greetings. No, Swamp Town vibes.
Morning.
Totally.
Come on down, Swamp Town.
Yeah.
Survived the night, eh?
That we did. Needed a little bit of love, but it kept us warm and away from
That'll do that.
I do have a strange question there. Revis, was it? Yes.
Revis,
Do you have any braziers in your home, by chance?
of course.
Would you mind if I use one?
Use it for what?
I'm not sure how you regard those of the arcane variety, but I feel like going into the wood there, I might need some other elements.
I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that.
Could bring about no harm to you or your family.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Random ass.
Blue elf.
Oh
He's like, can I hold your horse?
I'm gonna do magic.
15. Who's going to
a good roll.
watching him like
Would you
run
know
across.
How long is it gonna take?
Just watch
Oh
it.
yeah, just 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
All right. All right, fine.
Oh no, it is now.
10
Yeah.
minutes.
It adds 10 minutes if you want to do a ritual.
Oh, you're doing a ritual, yeah. All right,
10 minutes.
come on in. Follow me. Takes you through his fairly simple house and goes upstairs, climbs a little ladder. So just wait here. And comes back down, holding it. Kind of like, is this what you're looking for?
Is it what I'm looking for?
Yes.
Yes, actually. That's perfect.
Bunch of like flowers in it right now. You're just kind of like, here you go.
Do you need this? Can I take this? Or perchance buy it off you?
These are long dead. Don't worry about it.
Fantastic.
You want to buy it off me?
I would
Here's
trade for
flowers.
it if you'd like.
What have you got? Alcohol, liquor, anything like that?
So, I will not give away my precious tapestry. Think not of the precious tapestry. You saw nothing.
Worthless.
I do have this.
Well,
It's a lovely day.
just a regular dagger? Dagger?
Chance it could be I'm saying per chance a lot. The intelligence is 20, it's per chance everything. But chance it could be used to help wheel a nice small wooden craft of some sort.
Hey. Roll me a persuasion check.
Don't fail me now. Come on, Goldie. Papa needs a new brazier. 60! Papa needs a new brazier. Is Elvin
Throw in 10 gold, I guess, and I'll do it. I'll let you have it for it.
so
I'm keeping the dagger, though.
you can take the day.
All right.
And can 10 gold, yes.
Expensive brazier.
Kind of like,
Yeah, but Lucian's flush
Fucking
with
blown it
cash
now.
now. He does not
I
care.
have no idea what to do with this much money.
Just
all right, it's all yours there, son.
Goes from 1 copper to all this.
So you can start spending money on
I'll grab it.
spell stuff.
Okay. I'll grab it and I'll go back down.
Just walks you out.
Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
Oh, good. He's here now. We can get going. There's
you get
nothing
brazier?
else.
I did get my brazier. Brazier, you fool.
I did get my Brazil. Wait a second.
Wait, that's a brazier. That's
So you're all set
it's
to
a
go.
bad saying.
We're ready to go. They could be dying in the swamp. We should be on our way.
Yes.
What is are we decided on the marks? Are we taking them or no? If we take them, the hag knows we are on our way. If we leave them here,
I believe
there's a chance that we can go by unnoticed. But there is a chance that we will be facing adversaries along the way.
indeed.
It is a long journey, about 8 miles, maybe more.
How long is that?
That's pretty close. Be about 2.5,
8 to
3
10
hours
miles,
with
I
like
guess.
good survival check to try to find a good path. Probably longer if you.
I personally think we should take them. That's my vote.
Who's not wearing?
You might be attacked then, and if that's the case, then there's no point to any of us wearing them. You're steadfast about this. Maybe we have them on our person just in case.
Just keep them in my bag.
Maybe once the troll has him in his mouth, he'll change his mind.
I'll keep them in my bag.
You will be careful. We will have
Once
to
you're
leave
being
Arda here, of
you'll
course.
be like,
She's-
yeah, maybe
he's
it's
the
that's
nurse
funny.
in the swamps.
I'll take it.
It's a girl.
If anything happens to this horse while I'm gone, I will burn this place to the ground.
Well, it is a swamp. Maybe
Hard to burn swamp. Trust me, try it.
Leave the toggle with Raga.
It's like Davina's little potion corner.
I mean, if we leave Arda here with some feed for the day, there's a
The
possibility.
plateau is safe.
The plateau is safe,
As long as nobody bumps
except
with
from Ursula. She might show up and eat the horse.
as long as nobody fucks with my horse, I'm fine.
I know you don't.
I say we risk it. It's either we risk losing Arga, or
No, we keep Arga here.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
We're every moment we waste, we're risking losing Davina and Timdell.
Let's
be off.
All right. So you guys walking out of the house.
Yes.
The count is outside, looking over Arga. As you guys come out, oh, good afternoon there.
Can I help you?
Fine steed. Kind of pats it. Noble steed indeed.
Yes.
And what would a knight be without a horse, of course, right? How much for this fine beast?
More than you have.
Argo's not for sale.
Oh no?
No.
I have plenty of coin, as he holds in his hand.
Rocks. Just like rocks.
Rocks. No,
Rocks.
Are you sure?
He's a long-time family passed down horse.
Yes, indeed. A very fine steed. Magnificent.
Sadly, yes.
This is my father, guys.
That's the one I've been telling you about.
I've never seen a more noble steed in all my life.
I could, however, perchance if you could make sure that this horse, this fine steed, is here when we arrive.
Oh, but of course I'll have one of my stable boys come over and look after him well.
Good. That would be fantastic.
Does this man have a stable, man?
God knows.
Oh no, I have plenty. A whole team of them. 10 or 12 at least.
Can I tell? I mean,
You can roll me an insight check.
he means what he says. He's fucking insane.
Right.
But like,
He'll come over. One of his other personages will come over and feed the horse.
Well, feeds in the back of the cart.
Oh, of course. Yes, again, I'll send one of my boys over to take care of
If
it.
anything happens to it, I will kill you.
horse. He
Me, sir?
Yes, very personally.
It would be dangerous for you to do so. I am well guarded,
but we have
as you can see.
we do.
I'll make you.
Thank you, Count. I'll have you recommended for this. He doesn't know.
Good day to you again, Lucian.
As to you, then.
into the swamp. Let's go.
He's patting the horse again. You're such a good boy, yes.
Now you might say I can't do this, but it's a little tiny creature. Can I mage hand hold it in front of me while I'm doing the spell?
Mage pen can hold enough. Yeah, that's fine, sure. That sounds cool.
I like the flavor.
Yeah, that's just cool. That's yeah. It might not be possible, but it's possible. It's cool. It's fine.
Totally fine, yeah.
So it's like
Floating
the
up.
hand is holding the brazier as you begin to your ritual.
Yeah. Okay. As we're like slowly starting to walk through. It's already slow speed. It's not.
Okay. What are you summoning?
I'm going to summon.
Okay.
The greatest of all familiars, and except, of course, for the world.
Brown or white?
Brown one.
Sure. Pick one.
This one. Archimedes.
So as you guys
I know. I was like,
walking out, there's a north entrance and a south entrance, like this slanting, path that goes down one side and the other. But as you do, and kind of like a bit of herbs and fire, and you see this tuft of two wings before this head kind of like merges out, and then kind of like pigeon for a second.
What is that?
the spitting on the
Ruffles its feathers out.
Magnificent creature. Great.
Is it-
Let's take
Yeah.
Go up there and like fly up about 20 feet. So,
It does so.
How tall are these birds? Like trees? What is a birch? What is it? Pine?
Poplar-esque.
Poplar-esque?
Poplar.
How tall?
30 to 60 feet
So they're tall.
trees. Some of them, yeah. Some of them,
I
yeah.
know, that's fluffy, man. That's what I sit on it a lot, so.
Oh, I guess because it does consume like charcoal and herbs and stuff. Does that be involved in my like tinder box, my kind of like fire kit kind of thing?
Those are like, I'll say you have those ingredients. 10 worth of
Just like knock off $10.
That's supposed to be another thing that you buy.
You have-
the paper.
Of course, because I have to buy everything in order to make sure that.
Yeah, we'll assume you did for the sake of it.
Yeah.
We'll give you this one.
Knock off $10.
Honestly, this happens to every wizard at the very beginning.
Yeah. It's fine.
We'd have this spell.
It happens later on too. It happened in a long like level 15 thing as well. They were like, we don't have the shit to do this. Anyway,
No,
Fine,
my
you get it.
DM was like as soon as
Just
you get one.
I remember you guys.
Yeah.
yeah, you get the one. And same thing with the other. You get the one. Yeah, no.
That is a
Say the flowers and stuff that were in it
Yeah.
were enough.
Yeah, those are some groups.
Archimedes. It's an interesting name for an owl. What does it mean?
Just a great learned.
Elven man. I don't know the story of this Archimedes.
It was one of the first who perfected the blades. Long line. They were gonna go with them. Okay?
I like it.
They were two.
Now he's allowed.
Literally.
That is quite a neat trick. Can you make
Kinda
more owls?
circling.
No. Potential.
Does
Can you make him do
I
tricks?
can try to do that. Yes.
Undefined in my mouth.
Read.
Yeah, great.
Actually, I'll have it like fly in close and be like, and then I'll bonus action flip it out of the way. And then flip right behind you. Yeah.
Mid stride.
Come now.
All right. We should. This was interesting, but we should be quiet now that we don't have.
This was fun.
Three of us don't have the mark. We need to be.
You guys would be out and on the outskirts of town by now. Yeah.
Yeah. We are in the realm of beasts. We need to be
So,
cautious, respectful.
since are you guys just waiting? Oh, we'll cut back to you for a second.
Oh,
So is it-
I'm just waiting?
Yeah, well, it's morning for you guys. We'll cut away for a minute and cut back to you guys. So it's morning now. The one troll that was still sleeping, he gets up like with the sun, kind of like. Bleh. You would be waking up as well at this point, Tim. Kind of like, thank you for let's stay. Fine sleep. And goes,
I'm just
so
sitting
just
there,
walks out slowly.
I am the innkeeper. Any troll who comes to my
Mother of
inn is
trolls.
welcome.
Mother of trolls.
The troll tool.
I used to call. Yeah, my internet was called the troll hole for a very long time. So.
like, we friend them and then maybe they could help us.
Help us?
Each other's friends.
You never know.
Okay.
Can I take a look around?
Like
now?
8 a.m. Weather-wise, right.
Sorry.
Should have asked that.
Stop.
I already rolled for it,
Oh, okay.
and today was gonna be
Foggy.
no,
Snowing.
just cloudy.
Just
Cloudy again.
Just cloudy.
Still cloudy out.
That's just fluffy.
There's that moisture in the air. Like it might be raining in a day or two, perhaps. It could burn off as the day goes on, but
Can I reinvestigate the place to see if I can find anything interesting? Yeah. Can I just do like an investigation check on the inside? Since it's bright out now.
I'll say it's still a perception check to find something, and then if you find something, then you can investigate further. But for now, it's still perception. But yeah, regular.
Oh yeah, okay. 25.
Okay. It's a lot, actually.
Thank you.
Say, so as you guys are waking up, minutes are going by, and you're like, okay, the plan was to stay and wait, correct? Yeah. So you're taking a long time to like really thoroughly look through things. You're like, okay, I mean, I've looked through everything. I can't find anything in here. What's down the stairs in the cellar? You can see where the staircase goes down into water. It would be the only place that you would think that might contain something else, perhaps.
Do I have direct access to?
Yeah. It's like in the floor, and like it just goes down. Not wide, maybe 5 feet wide.
Can I tell if it's clear down there?
It's too dark down there to see further, like with the water. You'd have to potentially go in to see, like, with your head under the water.
Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah, you would be doing your infusions or whatever right
I-
now, yeah.
If I don't need to.
Either way, changing them or what have you if you want.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Can I poke my head like under, like just a shallow little dive down to see if I can?
Yeah, your face has to go in, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, that's
roll me
fine.
perception once you do.
And,
Okay. You're like, ugh, it's gross. It's like stale, gross water. Like it's got a bit of scum on the top of it. You're pretty resistant, but you know what? You like, fuck it. You put your head in, you open up your eyes. It's like pretty cloudy and gross. You give it a moment for things to kind of settle, and you see a skeleton down there of a man. It looks like rock, like trapped, half of him, and like the other half of him is like reaching towards the stairs where like that's all there is in the rest of the cave in. It only goes down for probably about 10 feet before there's nowhere else to go, and there's just a skeleton there. Still some clothes on him. I can see a tattered vest,
Sparkly jeweled necklace.
perhaps.
10 rings.
About 10 feet underwater though.
10 feet underwater. I pop my head back up and I let her know that I made help. And let her know what I saw.
Sorry, so what did you see? I wasn't listening, to be honest with you.
What did you
I saw a
see?
skeleton. So 10 feet down, there's a skeleton dressed, reaching.
10 feet underwater.
Yes. Also, I.
Don't know what that is.
Stale water joke, people.
You know what? If I'm making my infusions right now for fun, because I don't know what else to make, to be honest with you. Because I'm gonna. What do I have?
One in the swamp.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I just don't know. I don't have anything really. I just don't. I'm gonna. Sorry. So for my infusions, can I? I have some scrap metal and shit like that. Can I form some kind of thing that would sit on my head, basically?
Sure.
Sure.
Do a tools check to see how nice you make it.
I don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to. I just want something to sit on my head.
Okay.
basically.
Yeah, easy enough then.
So then I'll use. Okay, so AC is 15. No.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna make a cap of water breathing out of.
Oh,
All right.
I'm gonna touch that. So that is now a water.
I'm using some kelp and like.
Straw.
I like to think it's just like a goggle and like.
I was gonna use my goggles actually. I was going to.
Yeah.
Then
It just keeps like.
So it's a cap of water breathing now. My little thing that just sits on my head. I just
Okay.
picture like a tiny little like cylinder of metal, basically.
It just changes the way. Yeah, it gives you the amphibious
Yeah,
trait,
exactly.
basically.
Smaller than a dunce cap,
Is
but.
that like indefinite water breathing?
While wearing this
yeah.
cap underwater, you can speak its command word as an action to create a bubble of air around your head. This allows you to breathe normally underwater. This bubble stays with you until you speak the command word again, the cap is removed, or you are no longer underwater.
So it'll be like,
That's broke as fuck. Man, part of
no,
dope. I love it.
it's sweet.
I'm going
This is really
snorkeling.
interesting.
I'm going snorkeling.
So you're gonna go in
Yeah, I'm gonna go
check on this skeleton.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So
1 second, Davina. I'm going in. Stand guard. Make sure Fluffy doesn't bite anything.
I'm gonna go.
all right. So roll me an investigation check.
Anything shiny down there.
Guys, we're just gonna check out the trap in the witch's lair.
Hey man, why not?
The obvious clue of the man reaching for the surface, stuck beneath the water. Nothing did that to him.
Yeah, exactly.
He did that to himself.
For chokers. Or Medusas.
You never know.
I just.
So yeah, you see like as you go down, you immediately see the skeleton man, like body crushed, arms reached out still, and this kind of tattered vest on
So
it.
yeah, can you? Sorry, I missed.
So
you
the
saw it,
staircase descending down for about 10 feet before like the ruin of the tower collapses the whole tunnel, so like it doesn't go any further than that. And then just at the collapsed portion, you see where like someone may have been coming up or what have you.
Okay.
And their whole body is crushed other than the top half of them, where you see like a tattered kind of vest that's hanging around its skeleton shoulders, and that's about it. So you kind of
And the rest
snorkel
is
down.
Yeah. Snorkel.
Well, no, it's there's nowhere else to go. It's just stone,
That's
right?
what-
Yeah. So
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
so you go over, and the only thing that really would be checking is his bones and the vest. So you kind of start going through the pockets. That seems
Oh, that's fun. I like those.
I got a bone.
Roll me a d12.
Cheeky monkey.
It's the random items that I got for.
Oh yeah, okay.
10. Oh,
Is that a good hole or?
yeah, it's a good oh. So inside his pocket, on the inside, is a small square flask.
Oh, I know what it is already.
I don't think you do, but you
Did I?
pull it out.
Yeah.
You have it with you. Other than that, you don't find anything else on this individual.
Yeah. I found a flask. I'm coming out.
What's in it?
Once you pull it back up to the surface, you see this bottle is filled with like a pink reddish liquid.
Oh, okay.
Wine?
I don't think so. I'm gonna change it.
Make an Arcana check. Potion of healing.
Potion of
Give me
healing.
that.
What is it?
Healing.
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah, of course.
Brother.
Yeah,
Can I see a ring some of those? I just want to show them like,
So cool.
They're pretty
how
great.
cool these
Yeah.
cards are. Like, look at the thing that they have.
That's
What is the things you got him for his birthday?
Oh,
Mhm.
cute.
It's like a third-party one, so it has like a lot of things that aren't.
Just random stuff.
Yeah.
I like that though.
There's some of the things are really particular and
Pass that
unique and
along.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they-
it's
they-
cool.
They always have some sort of trinket that like has some sort of story built into it.
Yeah, that's cute. I like
those
them.
a lot, actually.
Is there anything else down there?
Not that I saw. Nope. And I'm gonna kind of shake my whole body off like a dog because now I'm all wet. And look. Yeah, I looked and I found this. And now it's potion of healing. So that's what is it like?
It's just a regular potion of healing, so
Just
it's
a regular-
2d4 plus 2.
2d4,
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing around. Did you? No one's come by yet?
I mean, I wasn't really paying attention.
She was just looking down.
I'm gonna walk out to the front.
Oh, I
and
was supposed to be
look
keeping
around.
watch.
I did ask that, but that's okay.
Sorry.
Look around, see if I can see
I got excited by shiny things.
anything new for the day. Can I see the plateau? Just looking
Okay.
for, looking for familiar footprints, I guess, that I can
All right.
identify.
I would say for that, roll me a survival check.
13.
Okay. With a bit more daylight, kind of look around, and although it's cloudy and gray out, you look to the left, to the right, you see the swamp, of course, and disappears beyond your vision too far for you to see in that regard, where like the rollingness and what have you. But as you look to your left, otherwise, you see the lake.
Is there?
You look behind.
Oh my god. I'm putting
And-
that cap on and I'm going to that tower.
Oh, actually, you're close enough
See ya.
Bye.
where you can see the edge of.
You come with me.
Hold on a second.
You can also build us a boat. Then we could all.
Just me.
Kiss.
How far away is that tower
That's far.
from where we are right now?
That's like a heck.
Which one?
The one in the middle of the lake. Can I see it?
Oh, that one. Yeah, it's about 5 or so miles. You can definitely see
I
it.
can definitely see it. Okay.
But you can also see the ruins up there. I just need to find what I'm looking
Let's
for.
go with that tower.
Big drop.
So who saw the shield?
I saw the shield, the shimmer shield.
I showed the shield.
The shimmer shield. The shield.
I showed the shield. The shimmer shield.
Yeah, that's not very much description. I'll just make that. So, as you look to the north, however, as well, you kind of go out to the front and, maybe do a little lap around or what have you. You look to the north and you see, like, several large structures. Ruined city from once ancient civilization. You see, like, 3 fairly large towers that seem to kind of like triangulate the top of the large plateau that you can see up to the north and kind of overlooking the lake, so to speak. And as you do, your gaze is drawn to like the large tower as well that's in the middle. So you're close enough. Roll me an intelligence check.
19.
Okay. You look at the tower you are currently in, looking at the architecture, the way that the buildings are formed, the size and the shape. You look north. You look at the other wizard's tower. They're all very similarly built. The ruins to your north, tower in the middle of the lake, and the tower that you're currently in.
The towers are connected somehow. They're all the same.
Yeah.
Architecture.
And yeah, the ruins, there are 3 like big ones that you can see kind of from this distance at least that are stand out.
With me, obviously, and I'll like point at the towers and hypothesize at least that I believe that there's something magic. What's going on? Or may once have been magic. Did you tell us about the shimmery shield?
I did. Yeah.
So then,
Okay.
including that information in that.
Can I deduce if the kind of shimmer shield on Ursula? Shimmer shield.
Sorry, what? Oh no, she was coming out of being invisible, and there was just like a little shimmer from the magical reaction, basically.
Oh, okay.
We are on half day also, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hefty.
First half day of fire.
Oh my gosh, I forgot you meant to write less than one.
I know, that's what I mean. I'm like,
3 weeks. Yes, pretty much.
But I have time for
we got time for a little dungeoning. Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Well, I suppose.
Well, they're coming to get us. Yeah,
That's been to me.
I mean,
I say we wait. Stand guard.
I'm gonna go back inside of the tower to hang out inside there.
Okay.
I'm not fucking around with any weird in
Okay.
this area. I'm not personally, but I'm gonna go back to the tower.
Problem.
And
can I see if there are like any hidden doors or
Yeah, your 25 perception would have unveiled that. If you would have spotted any differences.
well,
Yeah. It's sometimes just a ruined tower.
oh,
Sometimes it's not, though. Well, as you guys are deciding to wait for your
you
companions.
didn't give me the vicious weapon, did you?
Whiskey?
I also want to keep an eye out though.
I don't think
Okay.
you did either.
Kind of like
I was gonna work on it while I
keep
waited.
an ear
Not
out
sit in your
for,
bag.
Monsters.
Bigger than me.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
anything harmful.
Okay.
Just like,
Monsters.
I don't know, maybe it like folds out.
Yeah, plus 4.
I need a bag.
We'll come back to that when I come back, actually.
Yeah.
Just remind
I know
me.
you can make one.
You don't have the vicious axe head or whatever with you?
No, I don't. Sorry.
You'd need like a handle for it anyways to start. Oh, you got scraps.
And there's
Yeah,
wood.
you got scraps.
Tree man.
So,
But it doesn't matter. I don't have to.
we'll cut back to you guys as you're just leaving Fist Lake, just leaving Swamp Town. Owls formed. How are you guys making your way? You're on foot, correct?
On foot, yeah.
Who is leading, and how are you going about your walk through the swamp?
Luke, I think this is your
I
territory.
don't know, buddy.
Okay, first, I'll be in the middle.
I can be behind it. Who's? Sit at the front.
Yeah, I'll be. I guess I'll be in the back.
I feel like
Everyone just keeps piling behind us. Why am I in the front?
I mean, I could be in the front. I just
It's
feel
funny.
like swamps are.
Plus, you're the one that took the token, right?
I have them.
He has.
So you have all of
He has one on.
Bear, you have
No,
all of them in your
he has-
bag?
I have all
Yes,
this.
have all.
He
Oh,
said he will never wear
good.
unless he's being eaten by a troll.
Great. Okay.
I haven't said that.
While we are like walking though, periodically, probably like once every couple, like 20 minutes or so, I'll use my action to perceive through the owl.
Okay.
Awesome perception.
All right. I believe they get.
And
Movement ahead, or like see if the ruins and stuff. There.
They might get advantage
They do have advantage.
on perception. Okay. So yeah, as you guys continue. So first of all, who is leading the walk then? Okay, so survival check from Usk, and you guys are just walking, and you're keeping an eye out.
I'm not much better.
Not trying to like be stealthy, because stealthy is slower for one
Yeah, I have a
to
plus
move.
+3, +4.
Oh, yeah. Why aren't you in the front?
So I'm looking this way, man.
You're using your vision
Yes.
through the owl
Yes.
to see where you're going.
Yeah, we're stopping for that. And then-
Okay. Well, then I can continue on. I'll be first then. I'll be first.
Okay, so you're
Yes.
what would you like to do first then? See the way? Are you doing like check first?
I'll check first and then find the path.
Okay,
Just to look and see the tower and see if there's any movements along the trees.
Okay.
or anything like that.
roll me a perception
I
check.
love the idea of just your eyes going white as like,
Mm-hmm.
and you see through like the owl flying through, picking out a.
So that is 14.
So cool.
Yeah.
Leveling up is good. 14.
14 on the perception.
Okay. So he has quite good vision from the air. That's like this helicopter view, the sky view. It's amazing to see, actually. It's the first time you've ever done it in your life. You're flying right now
So
in that
good.
theory. As you look across, like you see the mountains, the scale, the size of the Heart of Mora is huge. You look, like the eyes of the owl glance to the north, where you see mountains beyond mountains. You see this massive one in the center of so many peaks of mountains. Red hot lava glowing from the peak of it. You look to the west, more forest, higher lands. Looking to the east, you see the ruins on that top plateau. And down further south of that, you see this tall, decaying tower in the middle of the swamp, in the middle of nowhere. On the route there, your owl catches glimpse of about 6 different trolls that are not really traveling in groups and kind of scattered around, probably maybe a few hundred feet from one another, almost like they're forming like a perimeter or what like they're trying their best to cover as much space as possible to kind of keep everything guarded, but you can kind of like see where those patches are and kind of, okay, they are moving, so you might have to like look at them again, but you get an idea for a safe route where you might be able to pass through without them seeing you
Okay.
for like the first hour, and then we do another check.
Okay.
So if you'd like to continue forward.
to the rest of the party and just be like, there are many troll search parties right now that are scouring through the roads, but we counted about 6. They are spaced out.
This isn't good.
It's not great.
As soon as one catches us, the rest will be shortly on the tail. And there's no way we can survive against 6 of those things. What if? How long can you stay in this state, receiving through your owl?
Until the end of my step. But I can continue doing it. It's an action. This is out of game.
I'd be interested.
As an action,
You
I
can
do it
indefinitely do it.
Indefinitely. Okay. Does it end at the end of the turn, or like?
Until the start of the next turn. Oopsies.
But each turn you can do
Each
it.
turn
So,
I
like,
can do it, yeah.
if you're outside of combat, can you continuously view through the eyes of your familiar?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
Can
you
we
re-up on
over
it.
this shit and like you carry him as like he gives it's like take a left now, duck under that tree, like as the owl is scouting above us. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Could try.
I'm deaf and blind when I can't be I can flip back into myself and then be like,
But like
"Here I
you can still speak and you can still say commands from the perspective of the owl. So like as you're above and you're looking down on us, you see us
Yeah.
traveling
Like-
towards another troll and be like, hi now, like to your left, like duck under.
am." Okay.
You could try that.
I guess I am, yeah.
You can certainly try.
I mean, like you could walk.
Deaf
You
Blind and
just
dumb.
you can feel. You just can't see or hear.
and blind.
In a swamp, like that's almost impossible, right?
Yeah.
Like you're
You
gonna,
gotta get
You're
fall
gonna
over
yeah.
immediately.
You're probably gonna lose a shoe or so.
You need swap.
Someone also has to guide through this, like, so you don't fall into a sinkhole or something like that, for example, as well, right?
Of course.
So someone has to guide
Okay.
you
Yeah, I'll be
as a group.
I'll be working the whole time.
So if you're watching to see, the best route,
yeah.
someone else has to do the survival check to guide you guys through the swamp.
I don't know if I can carry you. Because you got the second best survivability.
What's your survival rate? You get
Plus one.
check.
Can you not walk?
Plus one?
He can
Oh, but
walk.
he wouldn't be able
He
to.
wouldn't be able to like
yeah,
traverse.
Right.
Might be a bit
Spiral.
stumbly. Yeah.
Piggyback.
Stumbly bumbly.
Piggyback though, yeah.
If only we had somebody to fashion a.
I am fairly.
Boys.
I am
Boys
proficient in
on.
athletics.
Figuring it out.
If you hop up on my back, you might be able to whisper if you lead the way through the swamp. Does that sound like a plan?
Mm,
What do you think, Barrett? You seem
best as we have.
best we have right now, right?
Spare can help.
With carrying you?
Yes.
I feel like it's
It's a one
Better
person
to
job.
I mean, do you want to take the ankles? I'll take the.
well, he's gonna get separated by a tree. You're gonna just get up dropping him in a puddle.
Simple.
Is
Oh, wait.
levitate concentration?
You're gonna go left. I'm gonna go right. Lucian's gonna go down.
Pass out to you. It's not you just float the whole time.
So yeah, just pulling my leg like a balloon.
Literally.
So he spent his money
But-
while he's not in the.
I think we should give this a try. Let's evade the trolls as much as possible. If not,
I agree.
I think fleeing is our best option.
I'll tell us when to duck into the woods.
Uh,
Okay, so what is the plan?
I love when that. I know.
Or,
So what do you
he's gonna
we
be
actually got
constantly in
Yeah.
his perceptive state as the owl.
Okay.
I'm gonna have him on my back,
All right.
so he's still.
So you're
able-
carrying him.
He's still able to like grip me, right? Like,
Yeah.
It's just he's deaf and blind.
Yeah. So leave
He can
athletics
still,
to carry
he can
him.
still whisper commands into my ear,
Mhm.
and Usk is gonna be leading the way through the swamp.
All right. So
Like, I don't know how loud I'm speaking, so like.
Jesus, okay.
Quiet now!
Quiet, quiet. We're almost on you.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
all right. So a couple things. Survival check from Usk. Athletic check from Kushagra. Perception check from you, Lucian.
While they're rolling, I just want to say, can I be working on turning Split Leaf into, or
Splint leaf, yeah.
Split Leaf into.
Yeah, I don't think there's a roll for that one either. I think
You got me to do
you just
that
need
as a
time. Which, okay, sweet. It
I mean,
should be
I'm
easy
good,
enough.
otherwise I
Yeah,
have her both kids, so like,
you've done it before.
I'm
It's
proficient
fine.
with it,
Yeah.
so yeah.
You got her.
Okay, cool.
All right.
16 or a 22.
16 will be okay.
That's 11.
11, okay.
23 for my.
All right. So, as you begin through the swamp, Lucian whispering or yelling to Kushagra's ears about incoming troll approaches, and Usk leading you guys around, the best terrain possible, trying to find the best path without, getting you guys lost or sunk. There are parts of this time that you guys have to stop and wait, as Usk cannot find a path through a certain, boggy area without, wading through it. So you have to kind of go around, of which, waiting for a troll to pass, and then you guys kind of slink in behind, a few 100 feet away, as not to disturb, with good eyesight from the owl. You're able to kind of field that. So it takes you like twice as long.
Okay.
So like 6 hours go by. But you guys do negotiate your way through. So for 6 hours, what do you guys want to be doing?
So
You're doing
Split Leaf for sure,
that.
and the two. Oh no, never mind. Just scroll.
They're losing their fucking minds.
They're at each other's throats.
I guess the medicine check would be, sir, how much of it? Yeah. So let's go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, she's doing my makeup. I'm
Trees are
getting
speaking troll.
I've made a music box in the time it's taken. It's playing music.
Right.
We're dancing.
Yeah.
We're having a girl thing for
Troll
sure.
stops by, he starts dancing.
Yeah.
Having a troll party.
I am Tim.
Most
King
guys
of
are
the
trolls.
trolls.
King of the trolls.
We show up, you're like, nah, I'm good here.
Yeah, exactly. No,
You guys
we're
actually
here now.
came?
So-
like lit up.
Come
It's
back
like,
and
they're,
it's
like
like-
projecting light on all of us.
Yeah.
At about like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, you guys hear you two would hear the like, and then Lucian's voice, "We're almost there," type of thing
Push out,
echoes through.
I would know that voice.
Maybe 150 feet
In
away.
my death.
Do we see the?
You guys can see the tower for sure at this
Let's lay
point.
down. Pretend like we're dead.
We're pretty much there.
I'm gonna slap him in the face.
Can we?
I'll just feel like my owl will fly down like 20 feet and I'll just sword back.
currently
is there like a little something that Tim and I
Kind of under
can
control.
Roll stealth checks.
Thank you.
Saw that.
I actually want to play dead. is
I'm
what I
hiding.
prefer.
15.
Okay, so if you want to do that, we'll do a performance check then.
I just love
15 hiding. Okay.
You want to play dead.
Oh God.
15.
Very believable. Okay. So you guys approach the tower. As you see the like broken outside of it, and in the center of it, you just see Timdell's body laying there in the
And they're
water.
like,
We're too late.
And Davina is nowhere to be seen.
This might be a trap.
We better burn the body. No. No. Don't waste the flesh.
Wait, you say that out loud?
I wouldn't.
Timdell, it's us. Is that you?
Yeah. Dead? Now she over there.
Oh.
I don't know.
Christmas miracle.
It's alive.
I don't come out.
Yeah.
Where's yours?
I'm still hiding.
Where is your prison warden?
Don't know. Davina knows more about that than I do, unfortunately.
Are you trapped? Is there some sort of magical force field?
I'm gonna run up to like where the like opening is exactly.
I see.
And then I'm gonna slap.
I see.
Run up and put my hands as if there's some
I'm ready here for you.
No, Timdell, no! No, what the fuck?
I sneak up behind him. Bam!
Everything's pushing me. They're alive. Contrary to your belief, not everything that gets eaten is dead.
Both of you. And
Probably the first time you-
checking your fingers. So what did you say to her?
There's
What
a
did you accept?
1% margin of error.
Did you accept the deal?
Neither of us did.
Not that I know of.
You know of?
She offered.
Oh wait,
Hmm.
do I know that she?
I
Was I
mean,
asleep?
You were asleep, yeah.
She offered me. She said that she, in exchange for my head full of beautiful green hair, I would be able to see what happened to my mom and dad.
Why would she want your hair?
Why would-
No, I'm not like.
Why would she want somebody to
Rude.
Right, not what I meant. I meant why would she want hair for
I don't think she wanted my hair. I think she wanted my head.
Oh.
Head full of hair. Yeah.
I don't think she wanted a vial of your blood. I think she wanted all of your blood.
Do you still have the?
How big is the vial?
Do you still have the marks on you?
I do.
You should destroy those immediately.
Oh
Okay.
no! I like stop you right away. I'm like,
What is it, Davina?
Oh yes, I was asleep for a portion of the time.
apparently, if we try to destroy them, we die.
That's
Barrett?
I'm gonna start crying.
Maybe you should drop the marks that we found.
Well, they're in the bag. They're not on me.
Show them to me.
I told you.
They're in the bag.
Can we see if they're deeper?
Do they
Are they
look?
deep?
Yeah.
They look normal.
They're normal. I'm
What
gonna
is it
like
that you're checking for?
grab one of them, grab mine, compare the two, see that one is not mine's obviously different and show everybody.
I don't get it. What is it?
We're both scratched to shit.
Yeah.
This is mine. This is mine. This is one of yours.
Well,
After we woke up here, we noticed that the marks on ours were noticeably deeper, and you can all like show, and I'm assuming they can all see that they're visibly different.
Because you guys saw them when she gave them to us.
Yeah, they look like-
Briefly.
Davina, can you make me a quick wisdom saving throw? Wisdom saving throw. Davina.
Did I just hear what I thought I heard?
Well, it's obvious that your guys' ones.
So my fucking weapon just shows up on my arm.
I think regardless, Ursula knows we're here. We should be leaving
We should
immediately.
leave now.
Agreed.
Go.
Can we leave Swamp Town?
Our guy's back at the house.
Our guy is at
The house?
What?
Oh,
We have a house?
We have a
You're
house.
in the house, yes. We managed to make a shack.
We,
And we-
not you.
It was an old dwarf house.
You would fit right in.
Oh. I
Fixer
want to go
upper.
there. I want to leave.
It's a fixer upper.
Wait.
I like
Whose
this.
idea was Swamp Town anyway?
I'm pretty sure all of us.
Now that we have you in tow, we cannot do the same method of transport as we came in.
You don't notice anything.
Oh, I have no idea what
Yes, we're
What
gonna be
method was
tracked.
that?
Well,
They tracked us.
oh well, he
you
was
said it
probably
wasn't
tracked the whole
saving.
time as well. What if this was a trap the whole time?
I don't think that's
No, but we
true.
were not we were not bonded with those. So merely big.
What if the trolls are on their way here right now?
No,
Let's leave immediately.
no.
Gonna burst out the front door while the
The empty hole.
empty hole in
The
the
big
wall
hole in there.
Kick open the empty hole.
burst out.
30
We're gonna burst out.
You're like the
30
dad that's like,
If you don't get in this car right now, I'm leaving without you. It's like, where are you gonna go?
right now. Are there anything coming towards us?
Roll me a perception check.
I do not think you
What
can
is
track
your
you
cat
through
eye
those.
see?
Oh, not much. Wait,
Nothing.
lucky. I'm gonna lucky it.
Jack and shit.
I didn't use my Christmas dice. That's why.
Oh, Christmas dice. Oh, Christmas dice.
Is she still around?
Not as good as red dye.
14
Is she still
with
around?
Who?
Ursula.
my thing.
She's everywhere.
That's not
She's everywhere.
Something like that.
She owns this swamp.
I would say, like, you spend a minute or two, Kushagra, looking out into the swamp that you just traveled through. And with Lucian whispering in your ear, like, some relation to where trolls were, you know that there was at least one within about 350 feet of you, kind of like southwest direction. So you kind of look in that way, and you can see its shadow kind of slowly moving, like, about 200 feet away. Now,
Is it like approaching or just moving?
it seems to be just moving. Doesn't seem to be specifically moving towards you. Kind of getting the impression that they wander and then run into the things that they try to, engage with. The road itself is a road, so it's like easier to. You're in the middle of the swamp, There's no roads here. There's no roads where you'll go.
I don't see any evidence of Ursula yet, but
She's gonna know where we are. Anyway.
She knows where we are, apparently.
I say
them somewhere in the middle.
I say we try to escape.
Well, I mean, she's not holding us hostage.
They look like they were free to go the entire night. They were waiting here for us.
This is weird. Why? You said she had kidnapped you,
This sounds like a trap.
which is why I don't
Well,
want to
I
see
mean, we
Tomorrow-
Hey, Ursula, is this a trap?
She said that we are free to go. She will know where we are at all times. She's tracking the two of us. She's able to do so now.
mind you, we didn't know where you guys were.
Mm.
So where were we supposed to go?
No, you did the right thing over the course of the night to stay here, but
Plus, I didn't want to run into any more of those.
what are we gonna do about Ursula? She is tracking us. That means that she's okay with you leaving and wants to reach us at another time.
That's exactly what she'll want. I believe she wants something from us. And it just has to be the right deal for us to say yes.
Do not
go to
envy.
her first.
Ow.
Well, I mean, I feel like we
ruined.
need to find out more about her before. We don't know how powerful she is.
power enough to have control over this entire swamp?
She does. She made us very aware of that fact.
Even if she just has those 2 frog creatures with her, she's
2?
already.
We don't know if she has more than that.
Her entire necklace is full of these marks.
She can control them at her will. She showed me.
And kill them if she chooses.
Us included if we try to destroy this trinket.
And next time I have downtime, I'm gonna be working on a fortification for my park.
Like a
Like an actual
box,
like, a box,
yeah.
like
Safe
a
box.
safe box.
It's like a phylactery almost.
It's like a chain. Like a,
Totally. No, I want to like keep it in my backpack, so like I actually wouldn't. fuck that.
Safe. yeah.
Well, she doesn't seem to be around.
That we know of.
She is everywhere. I didn't even see her.
No.
You just fell asleep.
I didn't even see her.
Excuse me, we were digesting in a frog belly.
Sounds hilarious.
Why did you jump into its mouth anyway?
it was to save Davina.
Thanks, man. I was trying to play it cool. But yes, I jumped into the mouth because I did not want you to go alone.
Aww.
Would you have let her go alone?
No, I thought it was a good idea.
Am I being accosted?
You weren't being accosted. I just meant to know.
It was crazy, but it was brave.
I'm Crazy Tim. Let's leave.
I like it.
We're going back to Swamp Town.
Oh, you guys made it?
Yeah, we have a house.
We do have a house.
We have the house. We heard about the house. I'll fit in very well. I don't want to go. I want to leave.
Where to where?
Not here.
Next place. Next Castle Avondale. Do we not have an objective here? What kind of house?
It's a small dwarven house.
It's more of a shack.
No.
Fixer upper.
Oh, was it 10 foot by 10 foot?
Should I use my invisibility for
Yeah.
good or for evil?
Arga's back at Swamp Town.
We do need to go get Arga.
We do.
Need.
Yes, need.
We might get hungry along the way.
Then let's travel back to Swamp Town now.
Yeah.
It matters not where we go. She will know.
No.
Let's continue. On our way back, we'll do the same method.
All right.
Try to avoid contact with these girls.
Okay.
I will keep extra eye out for those strong.
How are you keeping this troll heart?
I'm assuming it's on impulse.
Just loose.
It can't dry out, right? Well, I'm sorry. I meant
Magical.
I meant no, not. I think it can dry out, but it's more like, do I know what condition he'll need it in?
Do you know he has it?
Pardon?
Do you know he has it?
No. I meant Grissom.
Oh, I don't think he mentioned that, but
Okay.
no, you certainly did not. He's crazy also.
All right.
That was like a shot in the dark. If you could just bring me a troll out. You know?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Lucian.
You could also
Jump on
use
my
that
back.
as an argue against him as well. You just said
Ooh. Jump on my
Don't like this video. For you.
So same method going back, assumedly. Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
Oh my
What's going
god.
on back there?
Oh my god. All right, so same method heading back to Swamp Town, correct?
Yeah.
Back to Swamp Town.
Did you just make warm on my back?
Was a 6-hour journey. Something warm back there. Ah, it's kind of nice.
What?
Oh.
All right,
Oh yes. Like,
if that's
he has
if
me
that's
all
the
on that. I
process.
have to tell you. He can see through its eyes.
Okay,
It's fine. But he is useless in the meantime.
I'm on board.
Oh,
In
in the meantime.
So Lucian, you're
missing.
jumping on Kushagra's.
Earlier.
I was already dead.
You're already down.
I'm already down.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Are we doing the same set?
Athletics, perception, survival.
Unless one of you guys is better at survival.
Or wants to help.
Miss Wisdom.
Fine.
All right, so either advantage or
19 for the,
whoever rolls.
Well, I rolled a 1, so
All right,
take that.
So 13.
Okay, it's better than last time.
That's right.
All right.
Nice.
Now, can he hold you the whole way?
Yeah.
All right.
It's the exact same. That's 16 or a
16 is good. Don't worry about it. All right.
Travel rate as well.
So the process is about the same. There are moments where you have to hold up for a few minutes to let, space between you and a patrol of a couple trolls pass by. Kind of like about 100, 200 feet away from you guys. Continue on.
Join the road.
Swamp?
wandering
Yeah.
around swamp.
Swamp thing.
They're not super smart creatures.
Hey,
The trolls.
don't argue
Yeah. We should hotel together. Queen of the trolls.
the queen of poetry.
So by the time you guys arrive back, it'll be about 5 o'clock at night. But you do make it back without any confrontations with trolls.
Thank God we didn't make 500 gold.
Swamp Town, that's what's going.
Did you procure a troll heart?
We got one of the two.
Nothing.
That's just you squeeze.
Stood beat. Cruel did forget.
No.
Don't give Tim any ideas.
He's only been dead for a couple of
Barrett
days.
started up to talking
Flesh golem cruel.
That's cool stuff.
It is cruel.
So yeah, as you guys have arrived for the first time, you see this sloping path leading up to this kind of ramshackle village. Big central, plateau in the center with the big house.
So,
This is lovely swamp town.
where's our house?
The owl comes at some time, I think.
The other window shade falls off.
So you guys going straight to your house?
Which one
I'm
is
going to
ours?
Arga.
The count is still there.
Yeah.
He's riding it right now. Come on, you creature! Yah with you! Yah!
Horse.
Arga's still tethered.
It's like,
I was merely testing the steed for worthy travel.
You're not wearing a saddle, you dingbat.
No, of course I am. I have the finest saddle money can buy.
oh, Count.
Alas, though, he will not move.
Thank you for.
I fear perhaps maybe we'll have to put this one down.
I'll put you down.
Let us be a judge.
Maybe he will be a good field horse. Yes.
Take him to the field, right?
Count, you have shown yet again hospitality that is the like of only which the greatest in the kingdom can offer. Thank you.
Oh, I'm surprised you expected less. My pleasure, of course, civilians.
Are his clothes
Immaculate.
they're
Like-
immaculate?
Gleaming. His sword is sparkling.
Weirds me out.
His hair is slicked down and pristine. His skin is beautiful.
But he lives where the
He has an Avendalian colored robe, cloak. He looks like an unarmored Avendalian knight, basically. Instead of armor, he's got fine clothes on.
Civilian.
Oh, good day, fine lady. And who might you be?
Here we go.
I am the Count.
Arga's safe,
Why
right?
don't you go check and see if we run a
Pleasure.
path through the living?
I am in charge around here. This is my land, my kingdom.
Okay.
Yes, you should stay at my fine estate. It's just yonder, beyond the beautiful fields and flowers. I have many servants, and my house smells of rich mahogany.
every time.
Huh. Can I see a house from here?
But of course, oh no, we would have to go much closer. Follow me, right across this way.
I'm not sure if it's large.
He just takes
enough
off
for
and
me
starts
to,
walking.
You know.
How does size matter to me?
Come, it's this way. And continues walking.
I follow just for the hell of it.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know that it's
So Davina, you follow him like slightly across town, around the big, building in the center, and again, it's like it's kind of a shithole. The roof is kind of caving in as he the door sticks and pardon me, the smell of rotting food just pours out. Please come in. We have fine furniture and fine food preparing for dinner tonight. Beautiful, finely made wine, only from the best vineyards in town. Please sit. Come. As he opens up the door and beckons you to enter. You see rats scurrying across the floor. Some of them don't even move, and they're just on the counter eating food, don't care.
Do I see any gems or anything?
Roll me a perception check.
In my house.
Yeah, totally. You're that rat. He's like, I know you ain't doing shit about me.
15.
15.
What was it to leave?
There is nothing nice about this environment at all. Anything that he is alluding to seems to be in his mind. Other than his physical appearance, everything else is fucking disgusting.
Are you wearing any gems?
Boy.
He doesn't appear to be wearing any gems, no. His clothes are finely made. Gold buckles.
Gold on him? Like pieces?
Are you looking or asking?
I see his foot.
Are you looking or asking?
Yeah.
Asking. I'm like, oh,
Just physically inspecting.
look like-
pick nose.
I just want to
Any
see.
rings on him? He has the finest rings.
What, mine riches?
Yes.
Oh.
Show me.
Roll me a perception check. Or persuasion check.
Can you see the rocks?
Bear witness to my rock.
Come with me and behold my treasures. He leads you across the room where there's a series of really shitty wooden chests that are kind of hammered and nailed together. The boards are not sanded and loose, and kind of it opens up one and it's just filled with rocks, little pebbles. As he now avert your eyes, it will be quite bright. Opens it up. Oh my! So much gold, silver, and platinum. I don't even know what to do with it all. You see this one here? This is a beautiful diamond I found from a local merchant in town.
I've seen bigger.
So at least a nice granite piece?
That's really funny. It's just as shitty as rocks can be. Yeah.
It actually hatches.
Better, you say? Well, let me see what else I've got. He starts rifling through. No, this one here. Look at the size of this one here. That's probably worth about 10,000 gold, I would argue. Now that's just how wealthy I am.
Oh. What is this gold?
It's right in front of you. Can't you see? Oh my dear. You must be of the lower class. No worry though. I need plenty of servants around here. Would you like to help me in mine kitchen?
I had my clothes set on fire.
A maiden as fair as you would do well in the kitchens around here.
Yes, please show me.
Oh, sure, of course, it's right this way. He leads you over to the counter, and so tonight we'll be dining on this beautiful meal here. So if you'd like to get started,
Oh, you should go get put your feet up, and I shall get right on that.
oh, that I will.
Okay.
Lovely to have good help. Impossible to find. He goes over and sits on a stump, kicks his feet up, and beautiful throne. No.
I cast sacred. Wait.
Your flames were radiant.
It is, yeah.
It's not actually. Poorly named cantrips.
It really is.
The title of 5th edition.
Well, you know what?
So many. Chill touch has nothing to do with touch nor cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Sacred flame isn't actually a flame.
It's a radiant flame.
Well,
You're trying to
you
kill
might say
him.
that it's a.
Sacred flame. Really bright burning bush.
So
He's kicking back. His eyes are half closing. What a
I
day.
take my candles, I light them, and I drop them around the kitchen.
Okay.
I set this place on fire. That's all.
Well, you're just lighting candles?
Lighted candles.
No, but I'm dropping them.
Yeah.
If it's like
It's only a
dry,
small flame.
Dry, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Burn it down.
Like it might burn a section of wood, but the whole place won't go up in flame from that.
Well, that's.
Wow, arse.
He called me a peasant.
He's
did,
insane.
yeah.
He said 1,000 crazy things before that.
Yeah, but the straw that broke the camel's back.
Along with it until he said something.
Now you've insulted me.
Yeah.
Now I can.
As he kind of like bellows across. How is it going in there? Is dinner ready yet?
I'm boring. I'm boring.
I'm working on it.
Well, hurry up. Good
Small town
lord.
might be shitty, but at least
The four lords bless thee.
I know, right?
I do know.
Hey, your friend just started burning the place down.
Literally the only thing. He was like, just
I
don't
cast
cause shit.
command on him and I command him to burn his place.
Don't I get a saving throw here? I get a saving throw.
Command is also a single word.
It's yeah, it's more like sit, stand,
So
go.
wisdom's- Oh, I can't do that?
No,
Suggestion is what you're looking
Yeah, suggestion's a better spiel.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Command is like you can say like approach, drop, grovel. There's simple command, one word commands
You
basically.
can tell him to grovel and be
But you
like,
can.
beg for forgiveness.
You could tell him to poop. Do that. Single
Try it.
word.
Oh,
I command him to treat me like royalty.
No, it's
One
single
word.
Single word.
grovel would be the
Paper.
one to do that.
Grovel.
It's like painful to him, but he gets down on one knee and bends his head. Spit on him? And so once he completes the command, it ends. And he stands up. Sorry, don't know what came over me there.
Goes right into his grease.
For a second, it thought my hair went out of place.
Oh, it did.
Oh, would you mind fixing it for me?
Just rip a shirt in him and then I walk away.
Oh! My word! That's it. Get out. You're fired.
You can't fire me. I quit.
I'm going to call the guards and put you in the stocks.
That's what makes this so hard.
Guards! He starts talking to the rats. Now you here. See to it that this woman is arrested immediately and put in the stocks.
It's the same one that's on the counter.
It just poops. It poops on the
Excellent, Commander. Keep up the good work. Are you still there?
No, I'm leaving.
Okay.
With his head.
Yes, of course.
It's like a...
Roll me a quick perception check as you leave. It's funny.
Freaking funny.
Oh god.
dirty 20.
As you look back, you notice that piece, like chunk of hair that you ripped out, has already grown back and is perfect.
Something's fine.
That's
Well,
why
I mean,
he
obviously.
himself is like always well adorned.
Everything around him's trash.
Well,
As he continues on, like, and I'll have you arrested, blah blah blah.
Do you have your pawn?
He probably
obviously, and then I hand you a straight of hair.
to be
Is that from Dickhead?
a
Super
fine noble
greasy.
for the rest of his days.
Yeah. Always well
Hey,
adorned,
his hair.
lavish
Right.
garments.
I ripped it out.
She promised him nobility for the
Right.
rest of his days.
Before ever he started growing.
He believes it to be so.
Fate worse than death.
Yeah.
He's loving it. He's having a great
He's having a
time.
good time.
He himself thinks he's
Not as
great.
enjoyable as what I think.
Can I see anybody else around? Like I saw a
Sometimes a
town.
good hair pulls
Can I
good.
see anybody else
See
in the
who-
little swamp town?
Okay.
I perceive
Say,
It grew back.
as you guys are, milling about, you see this,
Mm-hmm.
say probably living in the building next to you for the sake of it, comes out and starts tending the garden. You see this male dwarf,
He's
big brown beard, very youthful, large belly on him, and kind of saggy, loose clothing that's like
Yeah, with
filthy
no
and
jets.
covered in mud, kind of dragging through as he's kind of like going through his garden and tending it. Like next door to you.
I know what he lost.
Yeah, can I notice anything? Can I notice anything out of the ordinary, I suppose?
I mean, he's just in the garden right now.
Admiring him, yeah.
It's nothing out of the ordinary thus far, it seems. Seems normal. Filthy. Really dirty, but some people are dirty, I guess. His clothes are really gross. It's like dragging in the mud.
While this is happening, I'm going around our house and past presentation.
How long are you watching him?
As long as he's doing that, she's coming back. I've been watching him
30, 40 minutes?
at least.
Okay.
Reading the whole time.
I'm just like barely.
Reading the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say, if you're watching him long enough, you'll notice that he goes over the same portions of the garden several times, tends to the same thing several times, and kind of comes back like oh, fixes it up again, goes back inside, comes back outside, and starts the routine more or less again.
And there's no one else?
It's pretty late, so most people are
That's true.
residing. They keep to themselves in this town, it seems. I'd say throughout that course, though, you would notice the completely hairless, like, dwarf woman wearing the blue dress and like thick leather boots. She just kind of walks through the town and goes around. You'd like notice her, but she doesn't. If you wanted to follow her, you might be able to see where she's going, but you take notice of her at least.
Yeah, did I see where she came out of?
No, but you would have seen her like pass through.
I'm going inside.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck this place.
How'd you feel looking at them?
Me?
It makes you feel sorry for the wall, doesn't it?
No,
No?
it makes me feel sorry for me.
Now, no deal has been made yet.
None will be made.
Okay.
We can figure this. We'll figure out a way to fix this.
My like head's in my bed. No, I'm like rooting for nothing. I'm just like looking for something to occupy my mind, but I can't find anything.
Where's my
There's
fidget
no-
spinner?
Literally, I need something. I would be like taking like scraps out that like don't work together. Like,
Damn it. Yeah.
exactly. In the corner of the like little humble abode that we have.
Yeah, with all 6 of you guys in there, she tight. So as you guys kind of settle in around,
What time is it?
it's around 6 o'clock or so. You guys arrived back around 5, so yeah, it's about 6 o'clock.
Hello, first light.
To where?
Anywhere but here.
The map, see if there's another town somewhere close. Not Castle Avondale.
Timdell's our only lead on what we're supposed to be doing.
I agree. Make it as large enough that maybe we can sneak these 2 fugitives in.
Is that our next time? Is that our next destination?
So,
I mean, my makeup skills are pristine.
I still have all the makeup that Davina put on me too.
Rosy
Completely
cheeks,
forgot about
like
it.
eyeliner
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
who's still a clown?
Covered in butt now.
Your favorite.
You trekked through the swamp for a whole day.
You're
Like,
in your
is
element.
this fake eye still thrown on?
What?
I would say the sheer moisture would probably have run it off by now.
I mean, I haven't said anything yet, but I'd just like to make a canon that I go to the well and I wash my face.
Okay.
Use the well.
Yo, if I know anything about wells.
Oh god, what have you done?
Wait a minute. Can I see a little bit to the west of Swamp Town?
Yes.
Just down the road?
Priest.
The west. Oh, it's like Castle Avondale right there.
Yeah, it's like, like 3.
Yeah, it's a trek. It's like a day's
It's take you the rest of the day to get there. Well, relatively a full day to get there.
Right.
Salt.
It's a medium distance.
And further west, this is the Shadow Woods that were mentioned that are fairly vast.
Oh yes, the Tabaxos.
River, cliffs and such. The Tabaxers.
Axers.
We got Swamp Town bad.
And then this thick woods that you guys were
Sometimes Dartmouth.
told, or that you saw.
Shots fired.
That's rude.
Damn.
That's where I'm from.
I'm not from
Surprised
there, but I
you.
live there.
But as you guys kind of,
What's in the Red Hills? I feel like there was something there. One of the what?
It's red stuff.
No, the red mountain or the redwood mountains. That's where we want to go.
Oh,
That's
the
way
red-
up
the
here,
red-
yeah.
the heights is the, yeah.
Hey,
way up
The
there.
Red Hills though, like
I don't know.
stuff with the.
Yo, is that thing called Blood Falls?
Yeah.
Blood falls, raining blood. Oh, baby, let's go.
Oh,
That swamp town was so bright.
Yeah, the town sounded like a party. It was not a good time.
Blood falls
It's like,
does not sound like
No.
it's like,
blood.
this is all my shit. Where has this been all my life?
It smells like a
This is my home now. This is now a party. That's where the rave is.
Falls, yeah.
So we're staying another night and then we're leaving first thing in the morning?
I think so. Maybe the farther distance we can put between us and these woods. Ursula's power might fizzle out. She has less pull close to the sea.
how do you know?
Don't see the monsters ravaging through Avondale. Hear about them.
Don't. Yeah, but
She's at least better protected.
This is true. Leave swamp, no problem.
If that's the
We
case,
should-
then I want to leave now.
No.
Yes.
5 p.m.
It's 6
No.
p.m. 5 or 6.
I mean, we're okay.
It's like coming to
Except
that
the
dusk.
frogman.
The road in was about an hour trek, you remember? From like
No, we're not.
the intersection, I guess.
It's like,
First thing tomorrow.
Yeah, you would definitely arrive at Castle Avondale late in the night. Get off now.
First thing tomorrow.
We should still keep watch.
Oh, of course. I'll take first chunk.
All with him.
I'll take second.
I'll go with you.
All right, so we'll do that, and then we'll do the first watch, receptions. So it'll be a 12-hour rest. Let's do that.
I'd have flitted all arcanisms and time dimension stuff.
I'm sleeping. I'll get my pillow.
13.
I'm always either like sitting on it or like it's under me or.
I know it's like mechanically not possible, but I really like the idea of you just like it's
19.
floating a little bit and you're just sleeping on it like a cloud.
Just a little bit.
You gotta be good.
19 plus 2.
19. Okay.
Mechanically, but like
This guy's keeping good watch.
Like, you can just be floating a few inches up again.
So as your companions all like bed down, you guys
Oh, no, it's
take the
tiny.
porch or
It's
what
like-
have you,
It's big. It's
settle
it's
up.
a tiny creature.
look around. Town itself is quiet at night,
It's like tiny.
but with good enough perception, you see a
It's little.
individual comes over to the residence that's just above you, where you saw the gentleman who was farming all morning, or all day really. And you see them go into the garden a little bit, kind of rustle around. You see them look around a bit, and kind of like dig at something. Take about 2 or 3 minutes, then look around and leave.
Is this guy watching?
Somebody
The
goes
house,
up
yeah.
to that.
This person you would have recognized as like another dwarf, but not one that you'd seen in town before yet.
Has he left so far? Yeah.
He's on his way. He's on his way out. He like looks around and begins to make his way away from the garden. Heads back from which he came.
Should we check it out? Sneak up. And like, wait until he goes around and sneak.
Okay. You guys both going, or just one of you?
I'd say both of us.
All right. Roll me stealth checks just to see how sneaky you is.
8.
Total.
16.
All right. You're kind of talking the whole way. Like, I think he was over here.
Oh, 7.
As you're approaching, you see a torchlight go on in the house. Head peek out. Who's that in my garden?
We heard a noise coming. We did not mean to intrude.
Who's that in my garden?
No one will be leaving now. Left.
See him look out again. Wait, what?
Go back to the store.
Moment passes. You see the torchlight go out again.
You know what this man's wish was? It's like locked in time. Forever tending his garden.
The best garden in this.
It's not a wish. Unless she's offering deals. So I feel like she said to him, give me your long-term memory and I'll, you know what I mean? Like a noble forever. I'll let you be and like
Have the best
you know,
garden in the
It could be
and
anything.
the namesake of the city, but
It
you
could be
have no name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She gives you what you think you want.
It's all very peculiar. There's no question.
Yeah.
But that's
I don't even know. He's just like
I know.
do weird shit.
Yeah.
He's like,
We'll go.
there's way more written down here than that. That's for sure.
Finish the rest.
So yeah, that happens. Then you guys. So next says Barrett and Davina for the second watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Perception checks.
18.
16.
Okay. As the hours pass, nothing seems to be stirring around through the late half of the evening. Eventually, the sun begins to rise, dawn approaches, and that is a good time for us to end our session for tonight.
Whoa.
this ain't no Tijuana.
I know Tijuana.
Oh boy.
Many World Masters' Heart of Mora is recorded in Chibuktuk, in Mi'kmahi, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. This territory is covered by the Treaties of Peace and Friendship, which recognizes Mi'kmaq and Wolastoqiyik title and establishes rules for what is to be an ongoing relationship between nations. We are all treaty people and proudly support working and cooperating together to create a peaceful community where we can all live our best adventure.